Oh, yes. How is it all rocking? Okay, fantastic. Let's go. Right, awesome. Okay, right now, a very quick summary before I explain everything. Right, well, no, the summary will be the explanation. So, number one, the as I was just about to start, to actually kind of do the whole screen transition and go into the programming, game dev Unity screen, whatever. I made a rather comical error. I literally was almost about to click. You know when you're just thinking, well, what do I need to click? What do I need to do? And it was literally, my mouse was just hovering over the stop streaming button, which would have been really irritating. Right, that would have really messed everything up. But it was almost as though, oh, let's see if I can get the timing correct. Okay, we're now on to 0 seconds. Let's go. Stop streaming. Right, I didn't. It was just literally. I was just like, what do I normally press at this point? I can't remember. Right, anyway, so the last two episodes, well, if you look at 2 episodes ago, I said I've got to do something. I reckon I can get it done in 5 hours, but let's see how it goes. I didn't do it in 5 hours, and I thought, okay, all right, so the last episode, which was yesterday, I was like, don't worry, I just need 5 more hours, and I think I can do it. And I didn't get it done. But the thing is, I've been really productive. I've done a lot of work. The reason I thought 5 hours was going to be enough, it's because it's impossible to actually predict. And then I gave myself another 20-minute extension, and I still couldn't get it done. But I think I am feeling confident that if I set myself, let's see, whatever 2 hours is in seconds. If I did a let's have a look. So what about, say, not quite that. 7. Okay. I'm just doing trial and error now. Okay. Okay, yes, it's 7,200 seconds. Right, and we're going to start the timer now. So what are we actually doing? What's our big thing that we're trying to do? So we have a big old switch statement that was dealing with each card, right? Which was basically a terrible, terrible system. We're trying to improve that. I believe in 2 hours we can get it all sorted. Now, I have been literally just working my way through all of these, getting there. And we've only got like about this many-ish left to do. We're making some serious progress, basically. But I did skip a few. And also, I've decided I want to kind of slightly change the wording of Lakia Battle Plan to right at the beginning here. I want it to be something like level 3 Lakia, and then a semicolon. Okay, that might be quite wordy, but that will help me an awful lot with my OCD in how I actually program this, because it's actually, for this all to work, you need a physical actual number there, not, yeah, so I'm gonna, that's useful, and Control C. I'll just need to change this. Once I've done this, it will make a bit more sense. So this is going to be level 2 Lakia, and level 1 Lakia. Okay. So what's going on here? So what we kind of need to do is we need to add over here, and we just need to have a new number, and this is going to be MISC, and this is going to be 1, and here we're going to have level space 1. Lakia semicolon. Okay. There is a reason why I'm doing this. It's not particularly necessary, but to me, it will put my mind at rest. The world will will spin. Oh wow! Oh yes! Oh nice! Oh Gliss, how's it all going? Yes! Oh, thank you very, very much indeed. Oh, I tell you what, we're. This is like we're properly up against time. This one. This is going to be hopefully this. You'll get to see the end of a long sort of like. Well, it was essentially just a very long weekend of saga that I was trying to do in 5 hours, and it's already been 10 hours and 20 minutes plus whatever we're doing now. But it's going to be really fantastic. It's going to be brilliant when it's all done. But yeah, thank you very, very much. Yes, right, awesome. Okay, we're going to get rocking. Right, so we just need to have level space. So I'm just doing this quite slowly, just so I can kind of make sure I know what I'm doing. But yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. He's one of my long-term subscribers. He's been there for 2 months. He's pretty cool. Yeah, thanks. Lakia. So level 2 Lakia. Oh, I need to have a space there, or otherwise it's not going to look very good. Right, level 2 Lakia. Do all of that, and plus level 3. That one's going to be MISC. And then we need that there. Get rid of all that. Level. Yeah, so this is more something which, if I don't do now, it's going to kind of irritate me. Right. Oh, yes, and also a big thing, there's going to be some building works next door, so if it gets too loud, then I might have to stop early, but we'll see how it goes. Quite often, like, this is one of those times in life where I'm thinking, like, I can't even be slightly annoyed. I would say I'm as annoyed at the building works as I am. If you're trying to get a bus and you arrive 3 or 4 minutes late and then you realise you've missed the bus, you can't ever be annoyed. You can't. I mean, you can be annoyed, but you can't really be annoyed at the person driving the bus. You can't be like, "Wow, why didn't you arrive like 3 or 4 minutes late like you normally do? Then I would have been fine." So it's like they've picked a complete. It's during the day when most people are going to be at work. It's the least disruptive time. But obviously to me, I'm like, but I'm streaming. Right. Oh, KO2 fan and Glisten, let's rock! Oh, wicked. How's it going? Yes, awesome. So, the reason I've changed this is because now we have a key element. We can use Lakia Battle Plan, look at this 0, which is referring to this here, and then, essentially, because I was going to lose sleep otherwise, so if this happens, we can then go, if key int is less than is greater than 2, is greater or equal to 2, and key int is greater or equal to 3. The reason being is because I don't want to just refer to the card itself. I want to refer to the actual classes. Like, it will make no difference, but it will make me, now I can get rid of this and I can sleep slightly easier at night. So we'll actually give that a test to check that it works as well. And I'll do that now, and then we're going to start. We're going to click. So I've given myself 2 hours. I reckon I can do it in sooner than that, but we'll see. We'll see. So there's a few which I'm kind of avoiding because I know they're going to be a lot of work. So I might, but we'll work on the difficult ones as well. So Lakia Battle Plan. Let's check that it all works. So what we probably need is, if we just go 0 plus Lakia Battle Plan, that's 1, 2, and 3, and then we want something like, say, bash camp. Actually, if I just have the word camp, we can have bash camp. That's really annoying when that happens. I've suddenly clicked off something completely different. Right, okay, we're back in. Right, Bash Camp 2, and then another camp. Brick camp, that's fine. Right, okay, this is fine. We just literally just want to test to see if this Lakia battle plan works with the new modifications that I've just made. So if everything goes to plan, everything will look exactly the same as it did before. Yay, go me. Right, so we've got the... so what are we expecting to happen here? Nothing. So level 1 Lakia. I need a space there, don't I? Okay, I'll put that in. That won't take long. Right, we're going to put this here. All that should happen is it will give us 1 attacker and 1 defender. And you see a little spaceship. Brilliant. Okay, so if I do this now, it will give us the 1 attacker and 1 defender, and it will give us an extra mana and let us draw an extra card next turn. So, it kind of goes up there. Yeah, right, nice. Okay. So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 2 extra cards, and we've got 1 extra mana. Okay, boom, done. Right, okay, so let's try and work out where we actually got to yesterday. So Defiant Redbeard. I've actually done this. I have done it, I just haven't tested it yet. So what does it do again? I literally can't remember. If you have played 5 or more cards at the end of... if you've played 5 or more cards at the end of turn, add 1 inspiration to your deck. And that's... I think we just need to quickly test that. It shouldn't take too long to work. Because I did quite a lot in one go, but I didn't manage to get them all to work. So, right. And we just kind of need a few cheap cards as well. I don't know, actually. I think I'm not sure. I appreciate you saying that. Like, there is a chance I might have done something. I can't remember now. If it was, it might have been a little while ago. What have we got? Cheap conscript. Cheap conscript. The only reason I'm doing that is because it costs 0 mana, and it's just going to make it a lot easier to trigger the Defiant Redbeard thing. In fact, I'm not sure if this will work, but it looks like we've got the perfect scenario to try. So if I cast both of these, 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, that's actually all we need to test. So these will be activated. We're currently on 8. Hopefully at the end of turn, the fact that we've played 5 or more cards means these should be activated, and we'll add 2 inspirations. Or no, sorry, 3 inspirations, because this one does 2 and this one does 1. Okay. Oh yeah, it looks like it just worked. Okay, fantastic. These are the inspirations, and we now know, I think they do work as well. So that does that. Yeah, okay. Inspiration blue. Yeah, cool. And this is the slightly... But obviously, part of what makes this card quite nice is it works. If you play 5 or more cards in a turn, it activates, but it gives you things. Puts cards in your deck that help activate it again. So it synergizes with itself, I suppose. So yeah, that's good. All right. Yep. Have I done enough cards? I just want to see if it activates again. Yeah, look at that. Boom. Okay. Don't know what was going on there. In fact, let me just test that. Otherwise, I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Oh yeah, that's fine. That's kind of what's going to happen. Right. Okay. Right. So we're there. Different strategy. Yeah, sorry. I don't know why I wanted to test that one. I think that one had already worked. Let's have a look. Grand gesture. Oh, that was a pain, but we got that sorted. How far did we get down? Got to remember. Please don't Rainbow Alliance. Oh yeah, I need to change that actually. I need to change some of the wording of that at some point, but I'll do that later. Right, so small scrap. Smash camp. Right, don't worry. In fact, we know if we just look at here, we've put the card action so we can know where we've got to. Right, sniper team. Now, this is going to be a tricky one. I don't know how we're going to do this, but we just kind of work with it. So, sniper team. The problem with sniper team is this is one that it costs X. So, it just costs all your remaining mana to do something. Now, I need to make sure that it works in this new system. So, sniper team, let's go. So I'm going to copy this, and then... Okay, right, no, I've just got to physically drag it up. Okay, I do have a bit of a plan. After I've done this, I will just experiment with something. Okay, so this is what's actually going on here. Let's have a look. So I'm making it integer that's a multiplier equals to 2, and if we happen to be level 3, the multiplier is going to be 3. The number of... Oh, I see. Oh, so we can actually keep a lot of this code here. But... So, I think we probably need a new one of these. So I'm going to have case... Oh yeah, we actually just need to go to the definition here. So there should be something like recruit X. Okay, that's what we'll call it. So we're going to have a new one here. Case card action enum dot recruit X. Okay, yeah, everything's fine. Okay, so how's this going to work? Let me have a look at what's going on in this card and see what I can do. So it's called Sniper Team, and what does it say? We've got spend your remaining mana coins to add that many ranges times 2. If you create... Oh gosh, okay, this might be a little bit difficult. Do you know the better option than a switch statement is than a switch statement with 10? Okay, well, it's not quite 10,000 cases. I mean, to be honest, like the way my option was still have a switch statement, but it's so much cleaner. I know it's quite hard to explain, like why this is so much cleaner. It's just this deals with when I'm making a card, all I need to do is actually, you know what? Let me see if I can. Yes, okay, right. We're going to see it live. We're going to see all the exciting stuff live. Yes, yeah, yes, exactly right. And it, like, to be honest, every single time I was doing this, right, I felt like I was building up a I don't know, an emotional debt. Every single time I was like, nope, I need to make sure I'm typing this correctly, because hypothetically, if I did that, everything breaks. Right, everything breaks. Whereas if I was to do something similar with my other one, it's a lot easier to spot, and it just works. So you are entirely right. Having a switch statement with strings is a terrible idea. Right, I was gonna do something, and I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, right, okay. So let's actually see if we can get. So unfortunately, it looks like I need to deal with this properly. So let's see what they all do. So this one is spend your remaining mana coins to have that many rangers. If you create 3 or more, summon an additional 3 rangers. So like, what is quite nice is I think I need to make a whole thing which deals with this. So how can we do this? So first of all, we do need to change this text over slightly. So I need to go plus, in fact, Control Z. Can I press plus here? That's okay. I'm okay with that. Plus. Okay. So they've all become 10, but that's fine. So this one is 2, 3, and 3. This one is 2, 3, and 6. And this is 3, 3, and 6. Okay, right. So now we just need to change this bit, which will be no, it's fine. It won't take too long. Right. So we just need to go plus plus. Okay. So spend your remaining mana coins to Control X, Control V. Space to summon. Oh, we didn't need that too, did we? That's fine. If you create Control X, Control V. So let's just go through the motions and check that this works. And I think I might even be able to just go copy this and just paste it for all of them. So spend your remaining mana coins to add that many rangers times 2, full stop. If you create 3 or more, oh, hold on, I need to change this as well. I think this needs to be 6, but that's okay. 6, because it was originally going to be you only summoned 1 ranger, but then I realised that was rubbish. That's fine there. If you create 6 or more, then you summon 3 rangers. If you create 6 or more, summon an additional 3 rangers. That's fine. All right, let's have a look. Is this a? It's because I suppose my method when it comes to coding. So is this actually a really useful website for learning? Oh wow. Okay, so it actually does cover Unity. It's not just coding in general. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I'm having a little look. Oh, what have I done? There we go. Yeah. Okay. No, that's cool. I might give that a shot. Like the problem which I'll sort of come across, and it's like whenever I have a programming when it comes to programming, when I have any programming problems, I normally just be like, well, what's the easiest solution? Let's go onto YouTube or like Google or whatever it is, and just find an answer. But I think this might actually be better in actually genuinely teaching me better practice. So yeah, that's definitely the sort of thing. I'll give that a shot. Right, copy path. I think I can just go paste. That needs to be 6. And paste. And I think that needs to be 9. So the idea is you're always... oh, hold on. If you... Oh, no. Now I'm thinking it should be... No, it's fine. It's fine. If you create 3 or... If you create... Yes, I just need to change this as well. So... I knew this was going to be a pain, but I don't think it's going to be too bad. I should probably word it saying if you spend 3 mana or more, that would probably make more sense. Do I do it? Okay. I think, yeah. Okay, let's do it, yeah. Because I think that will probably make more sense. So let's just get all of these highlighted. Yeah. That'll make it a lot clearer. You won't have to do math. So this should be if you spend 3 mana or more, and this if you spend 3 mana or more, summon additional 3 rangers. Okay, yep. And then I think I can just go copy. Let me just double check this still works. Spend your remaining mana coins to add that many rangers times 2. If you spend 3 mana or more, summon an additional 3 rangers. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So copy, paste. Okay, and I just need to change this bit here. If you spend 3 mana or more, yeah. Okay. Right, so this is quite niche, but with this in place, we could, in theory, without too much effort, do an equivalent of Sniper Team for all the other types, which is I'm kind of fine with. That won't take me too long. Oh yes, I was going to prove. I was going to make a really big, bold statement, like just to prove how kind of like useful this system is. Let me do the Sniper Team first, and then I'll get on to that point. Right, if you spend right. Just want to check I've got all the numbers correct. Think that's fine. Yeah, okay. Right, so now we just need to go add one of these. It'll be called Recruit X. Okay. And I suppose the condition int would be there. So key if reference 1 is key ref int is going to be 0, which will be over here, which will refer to that number. Key ref 2 I think should be this last number here, so that should be 2. And even though I'm properly kind of like, this doesn't line up everything, essentially we've got 3 integers here, we've got 3 integers here. I'm just going to use this as a reference, so that's condition in 1, which is element 1, which is 3 there. So with that in place, even though this condition is kind of talking about something else, we can just wing it. We can wing it. That's, again, the flexibility. Right, so how am I going to do the code? Let's see what we can actually use from this, and then and oh yeah, and one thing which I didn't say, but I'm just going to double check. Over here we've got this as ranger, so we know it's rangers. Okay, so int multiplier equals ca dot key ref int 2. Although it's not quite that. We need to have card so dot key int, and we're just selecting number 2 there. Okay. I paid for this turn-based strategy course, and whilst I do things in a different outside Unity, the course good at teaching me Unity. Oh right, oh nice, oh quality, and is it actually paying off as well? Like that sounds really good. Actually, it's interesting you should say that. Actually, that particular logo, I'm pretty sure I have actually, like, when I've been trying to learn stuff, I've kind of like incidentally used Code Monkey to actually teach me a few things as well. It's like there is, I've already can actually tell you there is a proper seal of approval there. So anyway, talking of which, and this is another interesting thing, are you looking to make a turn-based strategy of some sort? Multiply equals that. So I don't think we need to worry about that. Oh no, actually the multiplier is, I'm going to use that later. Oh no, the multiplier is that, that's fine. Number of rangers to summon equals, and I think we do have to rely on that times multiplier. If card so dot mana spent is greater or equal to 3. So that will just be key int. That will be key int ref 2. And then we haven't actually summoned it yet, have we? So we just need to have underscore card recruit action script dot summon beans. Yeah, so this I think this is pretty much all we need. So the bean unit type is bean unit type dot nope is ca dot bean unit. The number of beans to summon is number of ranges to summon, but let me rename that. That'll just be I'll summon. I'm going to put a little X at the end there as well. Beans to summon X. Summon beans there. Right. Let's just see if this all works. So that's going to be spawn from ready camp is false, and internal busy is going to be false. And then we just need to have this bad boy. Chuck this one over. Right, and I think it's all in order now. I think that's pretty much all we need. But let's just quickly run over. Don't need that at all. Get out of here. So the multiplier is key int. I mean, I could just go. I could actually just get rid of that and just have that as key int. We're going for efficiency. We don't want to have as many lines of code. So mana spent times key int, which is great. If mana spent is greater than or equal to 3, then the number of beings summoned we plus equal key ref int 2, which is that last number, which is 6. And then I think that's fine. Okay. Right. Okay. Efficiency. Right. Let's see if this works. So we need to check to see if it works when it's above 3 and below 3. So let's go. Lock that. Sniper team. Okay. Right. So yeah, right. And once I've shown that this works really well, then actually, if I just do, right, it doesn't matter. Yeah, we just need to wait till we've drawn the correct card. Still haven't drawn it. I mean, statistically, this is very unlikely now. Right, I definitely put it in the deck, didn't I? Oh, okay, good. We have an error message. That's fine. And I know why. Everything's fine. Okay, so here's the issue. Because of something which I did a while ago, these all need to have misc and cancel and over here. This needs to be Ranger. Okay, that should be fine now. It's only because it's trying to work out what type of key int it's going to be. And these are both kind of relating to Rangers. But if it doesn't have one, then it just breaks. I should have some sort of fail-safe so it works without that, but I don't need to right now. Okay, right, it's here. Okay, so let's see if it works with... so this one, it's... spend your remaining mana, which is 5, to summon 2 times, that's 10. If you spend 3 or more mana, summon an additional 6. So this should be, in theory, 16. It wasn't 16. Why is that? Did I misread it? Let me have a look. Actually, what level was it? Oh, and it exhausts as well. Okay, that's a bit annoying. I think I've just got the numbers wrong. Let's see, I think I might have copied and pasted something. So how did it get to 12? Right, okay. No, that's good. I like these problems. These are fun problems to have. If you spend 3 or more mana. So 12 is either... Oh, let me have a look. Mana spent times by the key int. So what I'm going to do is I'll have a little debug dot log card so dot mana spent. That will help narrow a few things down. Because, yeah, that clearly did not work the way that I wanted it to. I really didn't think this through. I shouldn't have had all these other cards that I don't need to test. Okay, so this one here, it's 3 times 5, which is 15, so it should be 21. And it's 18. Right, so why is that the case? So 3 times... Maybe oh, I think I might have one integer wrong. So that key int ref 2. Let's have a look. Oh, I see. Yep, I see the problem. So I in number 1, that's 2, whereas these are both 0. Okay, so now that we've got that as 2... Oh, and hang on a sec, the conditioning needs to change as well. So these need to be 1. I just changed it for 1, but not for all of them. So just to clarify, key int ref 1, which is basically the generic key int, is... Yeah, okay, it's quite hard to explain. Right, so key int ref 1 is that's the multiplier. Sorry, 0, yeah, that's the multiplier. That's the number of mana coins you need, and that is the additional you get if you spend that extra mana coins. Okay, right. Don't worry. It makes sense. It makes sense. You mean you didn't understand what I was talking about? No, it makes perfect sense. Right, let's just see if we can actually draw our way into one of these sniper teams. Okay, because we also want to check that it doesn't work when you spend more than 3 mana. But let's first of all check to see if it does. So 5 mana here, it's 2 times 5. And if you spend 3 or more, it's another 6. So this should be 16 archers, or rangers. 16, let's go. Okay, now this should do absolutely nothing. Good. Okay, we kind of want to test with the last one, see if we're lucky enough to see if we can summon enough. Yeah, this looks perfect. So if I did this and this, we spent this much mana, so that's less than the 3 threshold. So this should be rangers, which is... so it's 2 times 3, 6, and that's it. So it should just be another 6, which will bring us up to 22. Yes. Okay. All right. Fine. That's good. All right. That was one of the difficult ones, and this one here, I don't think it's going to be difficult per se. I just need to, kind of. And yeah, like the reason this is difficult, so we have a totem here that is called Patient Eleanor, and it's if you end your turn having played 3 cards or less, you add 1 attacker and defender to ready camp. So it's really good, but you ideally want to have heavy cards. And then the upgrade is it just has a bit more leniency. So if you have ended up paying 4 or less cards, which is a lot easier to achieve because so that means you can play a whole extra card, then you add 1 an attacker. And this one here is makes them armoured attackers and armoured defenders. So the upgrade is significantly better. I need to work out how I've coded it and then how I've originally coded it and see if I can make another sort of version of that. Right, so Patient Eleanor. Let's just copy this, see what's going down. and then see what's how it's all rocking. Right. Before I do that, first of all, let me put that there. Right. Okay. Oh my gosh, what have I done here? Okay. All right. Oh, maybe this might work. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, okay. Right, so before we actually continue, I'm just going to press Control S, and I'm going to close this down. And then we're going to reopen it. Let's edit script here. It doesn't matter which one I go to. Right, so I just want to go back here. Now, a slight problem that I was relying on. So, Control M-O. It doesn't work. Okay, so I was hoping closing this and opening it would work. If ever you hold Control and then press M then O, it closes all the functions, which makes life really easy. But for some reason, it's not seeming to work. Oh, maybe it's... No idea. Yeah, it's not seeming to work right now. So I was hoping that closing it and opening it would work with us, but it doesn't. Okay, don't worry. So what's actually happening in the original summon totem? Oh yes, we're Bid Dev. Let's rock! Happy Monday. Yes. Oh, wicked. Yeah. How's it all going your side? Ooh, okay. So we might need a secondary totem in. So I have actually given myself a little bit of a saving grace. So I'm going to have another thing that's going to be called Summon Complex Totem. That should be good. Wicked. Yeah. Things are going awesome my way. I've set myself a target to try and fix a massive Switch statement. I mean, this, you could argue, is quite a big Switch statement, but trust me... Oh, actually, this is a big Switch. Oh, God. Have I just... No, it's okay. There is a good reason. Everything's fine. We're all good. It's... Yeah, we're just trying to clean a few things up. My next focus, once this has all been done, I actually want to try and have a vague playthrough of the game. So this whole Switch statement deals with every single card you're going to play. But with this new system, I don't need to write a separate bit of code for every card. I can actually just essentially say, I want this card to do this, and then let basically it all just kind of like play itself out. Whereas the problem which I had here is I needed to literally write every single card that I had. And this got, as you can see, this switch statement alone is like almost 800 lines of code. And so I'm hoping to kind of like cut it down, but also make it a lot more easier and efficient to make cards in the future. So what our first step is I mean, yes, this is quite a big enum. I won't lie, that's quite a lot of things going on there, but I'm going to have summon complex totem. Okay, and so we can actually use almost exactly the same thing that we have for our summon totem. And I may as well put it here as well. Control C, Control V. And that'll be summon complex totem. And the only way that's indifferent is we can put another one, so I can have card so dot key int, and then that'll be ca dot key ref 2. I think that's all we need to do. That's actually a lot easier. I thought this was going to take longer. I think that's all we need. We just need to work out how the actual integer kind of plays out. Right. I I might use a command pattern if I knew what that was. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what a command pattern is, to be honest. Right. So let's have a look. So at the moment we're putting in 0. I might have to. Yeah, I need to work out a good way of somehow fitting in 0 to all of this. Let's see. Okay, so where are we? Let's have a look at what patient Eleanor says. So if you end your turn having played 3 or less cards, add 1 attacker and 1 defender. That's okay. So I think, so first of all, let's do the easy bit. This will be plus summon totem, patient Eleanor, we can actually change this. I think this is all we need to do. I think we're not actually relying on the card SO at all. So this 0 is relating to the key element 0 there, so that's 3, 4 and 4, and I think we can actually have the condition int for this one just be 1, and that's not going to be referring to an array, because yeah, this is yeah, right, okay, I think this makes sense. So Control C. Oh, actually no, we've got that already, haven't we? So summon complex is actually just condition int. Okay, right, I think that works, but we'll have to test this out. So rather frustratingly, the summoning the complex totem involved, if I go to this definition, we've got this whole secondary totem int, which we can kind of have as the condition in, and that is like, we're always going to put that in, and it's going to equal 0 by default. But essentially, the reason it's confusing with patient Eleanor is it's got to know 2 things. Number 1, how many cards you need to play less than for this to activate, and number 2, is it going to be normal attackers and defenders or armoured? And I up until this point, it's very difficult to actually convey 2 different things that you're trying to say. I think you're right. I think I need more switch statements. Right. I don't know why I've got it still on boost. I just haven't changed that yet. I should have called this. I mean, it's obviously too late now, but we should have called this the Switch Statement Saga. Oh, Sage Saga. Yeah. That's what I should have called this. Right. But like, I can't go back in time. Anyway, Braden Tech. How's it all rocking? Yes, let's rock. Right, okay, we're going to try patient Eleanor, see how it goes down. Let's go get rid of, let's just actually, what have I done? Hold on. I'm just going to bring this down to 3, because these Lakia battle plans are probably going to be quite useful. And then if I freeze that there, we're going to have patient Eleanor over there. Let's go have some more in. Is there anything more that I need to do? So I can unlock that now, have a look. Just check that I've done all the correct things. So that 0 is referring to this. And I just want to have one last quick look at something, and then I'll give this a test. Card action scripts. And still quite a long switch statement, isn't it? Right, let me just see if I can get rid of some of this. This green text that I have an emotional connection to. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. And we can get rid of that as well. and this. Okay. Here we go. Right. I think we're ready to give it a shot. So, patient Eleanor. So, if you have 3 or less cards, so if I've played 3 or less, I can do 1 and 2. So it should still be 3. So we're going to add 1 to our ready camp and 1 to our... yeah, okay, that's fine. So that's working. Okay, the slight problem is I can't actually test to see if it doesn't work because there's no combination of cards that I can have where I can play more than 3 cards. So let's just put a few more in. So 1 there. Oh, there actually was 1, 2, 3. There is technically a way. There is a way of doing it. I think I need to just get quite lucky. Right. I think it starts by me trying to empty out these. So all of these give us 1 more there. So this is just, yeah, very strong. So this actually works out quite nice. 1, 2. It's this one here. Okay. Right. Does the maths work out? 7. 1, 2, 3. I don't think it does actually. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it works. I'm pretty sure it's fine. So we've got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, right, fantastic. Okay, what point is this proven? Right, okay, everything's good. Right, okay, let me explain the situation that we have here. Right, these in theory always have the ability of giving us 1 to the ready camp, which is brilliant because they give us 1, so we're getting exponentially more and more attackers. Right, now the way Patient Eleanor works is it doesn't give you 1 to the ready camp if you've already if you've played 3 more cards. So here, oh, I needed a space there, didn't I? I really did. So in theory, because I've played 4 cards, this one here, you actually need to have played 3 or less. So instead of it giving us 5 to the ready camp, it'll only give 4. So it'll bring both of these up to 15. Let's hope these are 15, because that one will quite rightfully not activate. Yes. Okay. All right. Boom. Yes. Fantastic. Okay. All right. I can rest easy. Yes. Nice. Okay. So the nuclear defense is something that I tested very, very quickly earlier, and I think we're kind of fine with it now. Yeah. So the problem which I had was because I got the key ints mixed up, what it did is it summoned 30 armoured defenders, and then instead of adding 2 toxic scraps to the deck, it added 30 because I mixed up the numbers. But I think I've now changed that back. So these are now referring to this one here is referring to the one in the array. So I think we're fine. Okay, so where did we get up to? So Rubbish Bobby, I'm pretty sure that works. Sinister Sacrifice. I think, is that where we got up to? Let's have a look. Sinister Sacrifice, and what happens is you sacrifice. Let's just give this a shot because I was a bit quick off the mark yesterday. So we need the ability to make armoured defenders. So let's go get rid of that for the time being. And these protectors. Just put a few of these on. Oh, so you can drag it over. I always thought just by clicking this it didn't work, but that's good. Okay, dragging this over, and then we're just going to try Sinister Sacrifice. Okay, right. Let's go. Right. So what does Sinister Sacrifice do? If we have a little read, it says sacrifice up to 6 armoured defenders and add 6 attackers for each one sacrificed. So if I did this, right, we're going to kill off 6 of our armoured defenders to create 36 attackers. Let's go. Okay. This one here is sacrifice 7 to get 7 times 7 essentially, so 49, which would bring us to, sounds about right. Yep, cool. Let me end turn now. And now we just want to see, just check that it works when you only have one there. So this should only, this one does 5, so it'll kill off 1 and then just give me 5 attackers, which works. Okay, brilliant. Right. Smash Camp, I'm pretty sure I didn't need to test that unless I just simply haven't done the coding for it yet. Nope, it's done. I'm confident that I don't need to check that. Sniper Team is good. Strategy Totem, we've already tested. Sustained Attack, I feel like I did do the groundwork with that. Yeah, that's fine. All right, this is going to be a fun one. Okay, because I might need to change a few things around here. So Totem Cram. What does it do? It says add 3 random level 1 totem cards to your hand. Okay. So there's a series of things that I can do here. So first of all, it's going to be plus and add card. I think it might be add card regions to your deck. No, not to your deck, to your hand. But yeah, now the slight problem that I've got is what I would need to do is the cards to add, I would literally have to put in so that would be 0 and that would be 1. So the 0 is referring to the 3 and the 1 here, the key int ref 2, is referring to the level. However, I don't think this quite works, because what we kind of need to do is the region to add would be oh no, it'd be the card type, sorry. So let's just, yeah, would be a totem. Okay. All right, so maybe we can work something with that. So we're not actually going to rely on this at all. We're going to say find all the totem cards and then hope this works. Okay, so that's going to be totem. That's going to be level. I think we just kind of have a look and see where we go with this. Right, so Control F, cram, Control C. Yeah, because it's a bit confusing when there's card type and card region. Let's go Control V here. So I kind of want to have, let's have a look at what's going down here. This is the card action draw script. So let's see where we've got it. I'm going to create a whole new function that will hopefully be quite fun, and it will make life a lot easier. Right, so we're going to go into here. That's not actually what we wanted. We wanted the card master script. Edit script. So this is get a particular card SO. Now this is going to be a public card SO array, which will be get all of type of card. Okay, so our first thing is going to be card region, int card level, and then we've got our entire library. So so we probably need, I think it might be, just need to very quickly check because I need to remember if it's a list or an array that we have here. Card game, classes, card action class. So we have ourselves an array, that's fine. So we're returning an array. So let's see how we're going to do this. So it's going to be looking a bit like this. Okay, that's going to be a bit more difficult than I thought. So we're basically, well, we want to look through the entire card library. If entire card library I dot card region is equal to card region yes, and all of that, then we want to add this to our group. But there's got to be an easier way. How can we get an array out of that? Because it does kind of need to be an array. Because if it was a list, right, I think we just make a list and then we just convert the list into an array or something. Maybe we just return a list and then we work it out from there. Okay, public list of card SOs, and we'll call list of card SOs. I want to call it returning lists. Returning list equals that. So it's looking for all the cards that have got a card region of whatever we're putting in it, and that the card level is equal to that. So returning list.add entire card library I, and then returning list. Okay, so we're almost there. And so now that we have that, we should probably add this at the bottom here. So case card action enum dot region to hand. Oh yes, of course, I've used that already. Okay, right. Oh, right, let me go grab some water. I realise this is going to be a bit trickier than I thought. Oh, I see. Okay, I see the problem. Okay. Man, there's got to be an easier way of doing this. Because the problem which I've got, something that will categorically work without any problem whatsoever, is where I have totem cram. So what totem cram does is it adds 3 random level 2 totem cards, or it adds some totem cards to your deck. Now what I can do is at the moment it's saying add card regions to your hand, and all I would need to do is just go plus, yeah, that's fine, and then just literally add all of the totems that are but I'd have to sift through each one of these that are totems, and that just feels inefficient, doesn't it? Right. So I've got another idea, but it means I might have to change a few things, but that's okay. So what we should do is where we had our card master script, and we're getting this. This is still kind of quite useful stuff. We just want to kind of like, we want to do something else as well. So we're going to have, so that's a card type, and all of region of card. I'm such an idiot. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this will make sense eventually. I'm sorry. My brain is going entirely. I'm trying to work out the most efficient way, and this is just proving a little bit difficult. Rename to that can't be right. I wouldn't have done that, surely. Oh, I mean that's an accident waiting to happen, isn't it? Okay, all right. That's so wrong. Okay, so here's the problem we've got. We've got a variable that's called card type, and the type of variable is card type, spelled exactly the same. That is an accident waiting to happen. I am going to rename this to card type underscore, and hope that nothing breaks. Let's go back to where we were. That is a proper mistake waiting to happen. How did I get away with that for so long? Okay. All right. Let's have a look. So card type is equal to that. That's fine, and then we return that. This is searching for card regions, which still should be fine. So let's. First of all, I think before we start dealing into this territory, we're going to try and change a few things with the other one to check that works. So we've got draw cards next turn. So this is add card regions to your hand, add card regions to your deck. I think we should have add card types to your hand, add card types to your deck. Okay. So if we were to just experiment here, we're going to have a made up variable here, which will be public list of card SOs, which we'll call Gary the card SO list. Okay, so now that we've got all of this, I want to just experiment and say Gary the card SO list equals get cards of all region, card region dot inspiration, and card level 1, and let's go have Sophie. Sophie the card SO list. What's my purpose? Why am I doing this for? Get all region cards. So that will be. Oh no, that's going to be get all type of card. Card type dot say totem, and that can be level 2. That's fine. That's actually okay. So upon start, we're just going to see if these functions do the thing that we want them to do, which is hopefully get hold of all the card regions that are called inspiration and all of the card types that are totem. So once we've done that, I just want to actually check that these inspirations card region, so that needs to be inspiration there. And I think the other ones have been marked out quite clearly, so that's fine. Okay, let's go. Okay, right, let's have a look. Let's see if we've got if Gary and Sophie have succeeded. So that's the entire card library. Ah, something went wrong here. Right, so it didn't seem to work, and it should have. So let's just do a cheeky... No, that definitely should have worked. So why did it not work? Oh, well that's kind of obvious as to why it didn't work. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. If card type is equal to card type, card level is equal to that, returning list equals there. Okay, so I'm just going to check that we have got this far. Debug.log returning list.count, and then we'll do the same there. Okay, it's kind of good that we did a bit of testing here, because I must have made a mistake somewhere. So if we're not seeing any debugs, then we know we've got a bit of a problem. Okay, we have got it. So for whatever reason, this particular thing is not working. Why is that not the case? Okay, I'm actually a bit baffled because it's done. It's done the function. In fact, let me just be a little bit cheeky. I'm going to have entire card library dot length, because there's a chance it might not have created the entire card library yet. I'm kind of grasping at straws here. I'm not entirely sure as to why that isn't working. Okay, no, it has it. So it is cycling through all of them, and it's saying which one has a card region equal to this, and the card level equal to our card level. And at the top here, let's check the inspiration cards are level 1. So the card level is 1. And the... Oh! Yes. Okay, everything's fine. I know what the problem... Well, I know what part of the problem is. So what we actually meant to do was... so that doesn't need changing. Card rarity. This is the region here. That needed to be inspiration. Okay, right. I didn't... Yes, okay. So let's just see if we're at least halfway there. Okay. So, yes, okay, right, Gary's on board. Okay, we just got to work out why. So this has now got hold of all the inspirations. This is just useful. So instead of us having to like type in each individual one, we can just say get an inspiration, and we can use that. That's brilliant. Okay, now we just got to work on Sophie. Why Sophie hasn't worked. So that gets a card type. I intentionally picked level 2. Okay, so we need to check that there are totems of a card type. Definition. Yeah, so there's only 3, that's all we need. Okay. Oh, hang on a sec. Ah, right, okay, the problem we've got... So there were 2 utterly separate problems. Now, I think after I changed the name of card type, it looks like I incidentally changed all the card types to totem, which is a little bit of a pain, but that's kind of fixable. I'm trying to work out if there's a way in code that I can fix this. Yes, there is. There's a way in code which I can fix this, I think. I don't know how I can change all the other ones back to spells, but I'm going to worry about that later. Okay, let's do the easy thing first. So, we go back to the card master script. And I'm just going to be a little bit cheeky. I'm going to go... Let's do... This is obviously all temporary code just to fix something. Entire card library dot length. If entire library card I is dot card actions 0 dot card action is equal to card action enum dot summon totem, or Control C, Control V, summon complex totem, then entire card library I dot underscore card type suddenly equals card type dot totem. Okay, right, literally we only need to do this once. This is just going to make life a bit easier. Okay, so right, so now hopefully we're going to do 2 things at once. Now we're going to change every single card to make sure they have the card type of totem that needs it. And now hopefully, right, is Sophie going to come out and work? Okay, no, it still didn't work. Okay, oh yes, okay. Yeah, that's okay. I just needed to have if entire card library dot card actions is not equal to null. And if card actions dot why can't I put up dot count is greater than 0? Okay, right, okay, I think it'll work this time. So I've accidentally shifted every single card type to become recruitment again, which is a bit of a pain, but now hopefully this will work. Right, no error messages. It looks like we've got the 12. Sophie, the card SO list has come up trumps. So now we have the ability of getting hold of all the potential cards we need, which is brilliant. That's what I was going for. So now, and look, it's actually got all the correct leveled ones as well. So this is fantastic. Right, Sophie and Gary, your service will be appreciated in time to come. but it's time to let you go. So we can actually get rid of this as well. This might be useful code later. I don't want to be one of those sort of hoarders that, like, whenever I find anything at all, I just keep it. But I'm looking at this code because I'm going to have to actually separate the spells from the recruitment at some point. And that might be a bit of a pain. Oh, yeah, there we are. Right. Okay. So, that's good. 41 minutes. Wow, how time's going too fast. Didn't realise. Okay. So now that we've done this, we're still not out of the woods because we have the slight issue that we need to pass in. It's the difference between an array and a list. And at the moment, I've got a function that gives you a list, and we need to kind of convert that into an array. But let's go back to card action. Let's go close all but this. So we can actually add card regions to your hand. Let's get rid of that. So let me have a look. Sorry, where was I? I've lost my place. Add cards to deck permanently. That's fine. Add card regions to your hand. Case card action enum dot add card regions to your deck. Card action enum dot add card types to your hand. So I'm going to do a little bit of fixing while we're here as well. Card action enum dot add card types to your deck. Okay. So essentially add cards to your deck. So we're looking to use code similar to this. So what will happen? Let me just think this through. First of all, let's sort out the totem thing, because this one should be slightly easier. Control V. Add cards to your game deck and main deck. So what we should do at this point is just thinking the best way of doing this. Right. So if we go into this main game, I feel like this one, admittedly, it's been a little bit more slow paced today. Right. So if we can card master edit script, control MO. Okay, so control MO did work here. So I think it must just be, anyway, right, get list. So what we kind of want to do is, right, now what's the easiest way of converting an array? I know a way of doing it, I just don't know the easiest way. Right, okay. I'm just going to sorry, this is terrible. Right, so the easiest way is if we have card SO array returning array equals new card SO, and that will just be returning list.count. Right, I'm sure there's an easier way, but essentially we needed a list there so that we could add everything, right? And now we're just saying, by the way, we're making an array which is it's got exactly the same content as what's in this list, but we're doing it in an array form. Okay, it's fine. So for I equals not I less than returning array dot length, returning array I equals returning list I, and then we just have returning array. Okay, that's ugly. That's ugly, but there's got to be just a way of just converting it, I'm sure, but I'll worry about that later. Okay, so we don't need this anymore. I think I can just go like that, can't I? All right. So let's just see if we've got any error messages here. We clearly do. Oh yeah. Okay. So in here, what we should do is add card types to your card regions to your deck. Right. So card name enums. Right. I see the problem because I'm actually putting the whole physical cards. No. Oh yeah, but I've just got to actually turn it into the names. So that's still fine. Yeah. Okay. Just need to change a few little things because we don't need to get hold of the whole card SOs. We just need to get hold of the enums. So let me. I'll just have to change it manually. So. Find out what it's called. I think it's card name enum is what I'm looking for, but I want to just double check that. Oh my word, I'm making this a lot more difficult than I need. Card name enum, that's correct, yeah. Okay, so we're over here. Get all of the type of card. This will be card name enum. Control C. Okay, I think that's all we need. Right, is that all the things sorted? Okay, right, let's just check we've got any error messages. Right, okay, no, we're good, we're on board. Okay, so we're getting there, we're getting close to that. So add card regions to your deck. That will be CA dot card region to add. Oh yes, card master script dot instance dot get all of region of card. Comma. I think that actually has to specifically be one. Oh yes, yes. Oh yeah, I guess I didn't really need that level then, did I? Okay, that's fine. And then, so with that in place, I'm going to test Inspiring Pot to check if it works. So, so if we go into this bad boy here, we're going to get Inspiring Pot. So first of all, yeah, let's just see what happens. So this is add card regions to your deck. So it will be referring to 2 is the amount of cards that we're going to add. The cards to add, at the moment it's saying this here, but inspiration, this is what we're going for. So let's see if it works, and then we're going to remove this and then see if it works. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, so it looks like it works, but now we're going to do the boldest thing ever and make this equal to 0 and then try again. Okay, not quite, not quite. Got to work out why that didn't work. We've got to work out why. Okay, so that was very weird. The fact that didn't work is very, very weird. So, Inspiring Pot. Oh yes, okay, that's fine. This needs to be. Yeah, this is okay. Right, I think we're back in business. Add card regions to your deck. Okay. Right, Inspiring Pot. So, okay, this is looking really good. This is fantastic. Okay, this is actually working now. Okay, so now I don't need to drag every single card. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, so that's fine. That kind of works. Right. So, yeah. And because, yeah, I think that should just be 1. I don't like putting random level things here, but I think that, yeah. Control C. Add card types to your hand. This will be get all card type, and that will be card type to add. This will be, I mean, in theory this bit doesn't matter, but it's this bit here that's important. So this will be card SO dot key int. And then we're just going to have CA dot key in reference to. Okay, so we're getting close to getting the totem thing on board and working. I've got to kind of work out why. Oh yes, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. This bit doesn't matter too much. This is just saying, will it sparkle or will it not sparkle? So I think that's okay. So hopefully, Control O. I might need to actually just change it to, because this one adds it to the deck, whereas the totem thing, we want it to add it straight to your hand. Let's see if we've got that. Add cards to hand. Yeah, that's fine. Add cards to hand. Right. yeah, this is really complicated stuff. Like, it was definitely complicated for me. I'm sure there's a lot of people that'll be like, oh, this is really, really easy. Don't know what you're complaining about. Add cards to hand. And then I think we've just got a few more variables that we don't need. And this we can actually have as key int. And even though we don't actually necessarily have a use for this one yet, we'll have type of card. Type to add. That would be. Wow. Okay, I do. I'm sorry that I haven't been explaining an awful lot as I've gone along. I've just needed to be. Yeah, I've just needed to kind of like work out how my brain is sort of grasping all of this. But we'll do some tests and then I'll see if all of this craziness actually suddenly works at the end. Okay. Because, yeah, okay. Right, let's just have another quick stare. So add card regions to your hand. So I think here, because I've already got add cards to your hand. I'll add cards to your deck. Okay. Yeah. So here, I'm going to come back to that. Because this one here adds cards to your hand. Right. Anyway, thanks for sticking with me, by the way. I know that I've been heavily focused. Yeah. Right. So, first of all, I kind of want to just check that the inspiration ones that we played still work fine. So this one adds cards to the deck. 1, 2, 3. Bam, it's upgraded there. And I've got the inspirations here that we can play and everything's good. Okay. Right. Now. Totem Cram. Let's add these totem crams in. And now let's just have another quick look, check that we've got all the things that we need on for them to work. So we've got add card regions to your hand. The card, oh no, this is we add card types to your hand. This will be totem, because that's the only bit that's important. And 0 and 1 is the correct thing. I think that's all the things that we need. Add card types to your hand. So we could hypothetically add a bunch of recruitment cards to our hand, or something, you know. Right, Totem Cram. So add 3 random level 2 totems to your hand and then Vanquish. And they're all level 2. Oh, it just works. Oh! And these are all level 1. And let's just check the other one is level 3. It should be. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Okay, nice. Right, okay, that was a lot of work. Right, okay, so we've got 22 minutes. Toughen is going to be another difficult one. That's okay. I was so convinced I was going to get this done in 2 hours. Right, Toughen. Discard the rest of your hand. Give armor to that to a bunch of stuff. Yeah, okay. Let's have a look at what we've done. Yeah. Right. So, close that. Huh. Oh, okay. All right, fine. Anyway, so toughen. This is going to be a complicated one. So we're going to get the code. We'll grab it up there, and then see what's going down. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Okay, toughen. Right, let's just have a little stare at this. What's actually going on here? So, all of this seems kind of fine. Oh, this kind of seems alright, doesn't it? Okay. So we should probably have a new thing that's going to be called maybe we actually, I have a feeling we just have to have yeah, there isn't an easy solution to this. I have to do something similar to what I've done with some other ones, in that, like, this is such a unique thing that it does that we might just have to create a whole new thing on the switch statement to do this. I'm gonna just ponder it just for a sec. So what this card does is I don't even think it costs much mana. It always costs 0 mana, right? You play it and then you discard the rest of your hand, and for each card discarded, you give armor to your attackers and defenders. But actually getting hold of the number is surprisingly difficult. So I think we just have to add another one. That's okay. So over here, we just need to have one more, which we'll have to say something like armor discard. No, hold on. Ooh, maybe not. So it's all about what changes this. Let's find all these references. Let's find out when we work out what the transferring it. So number of cards being discarded. Ah. Okay. All right. So we might be able to do something with this. So let me have a quick stare at something. So what's happening? This bit here is part of the actual main code that's on the card, and we are like essentially discarding card in hand. Yeah. Okay. I think we have to. Yeah, we have to just be just a little bit cautious. I would love to say there's an easier way of doing this, but I don't think there is. This is just another sort of anomaly that is just a very complicated card to use. So I think we just bite the bullet and we just say case card action enum dot armor discard break, and then we just need to have underscore card action armor script dot convert one type of bean to another. This will be CA dot beam unit, CA dot convert to beam unit, and we just need card SO dot transferring in multiplied by key int, and then we just need one of these. Yeah. So it doesn't. It's not super elegant, but I think that's all we need. So I think because we can already discard all the cards, that's no problem. Let me just put this in green just for the time being, just in case I need it. Okay. So this still might not work, but let's give it a try. So toughen. So it already is. We've just got to find discard hand. No. Discard hand. And I don't think we need any more variables on top of that. And this will be armor discard. And that key int ref 0 will be applying to, oh yes. So armor discard, and we're going to go from non-armored attackers to attackers, and that will be referring to the first one, and then armor discard, non-armored defenders to defenders. And even though they're always going to be the same number, this one is actually referring to their copy, paste. Done something wrong. Okay. What have I done wrong here? Armor discard. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay, right, let's give this a shot, see if it works. We've got toughen, lock this one over here. Right, and I think we just sort of play around with this, see if it works. Right, okay, so our plan is, so toughen will hopefully, right, let's go get some inspiring pots. That's not going to help things too much. Okay, right, we've got toughen here, and we've got the ability to make defenders. So what are we hoping to happen? We're hoping we play this, right? It's going to discard the rest of our hands, and then for each card discarded, which will be 1, 2, 3, and 4, we're going to armor 4 of our defenders. So that could do up to 16. There's only 9 here. So let's give this a shot, see how this works, see how this pans out. What? That was not even close to what I was hoping to happen. Okay, let's find out. Let's try and work out why that didn't work. Let's see if, yeah. I still did pick some difficult ones, didn't I? Right, so 1 and 2. Let's try this again. Okay. It almost works. It definitely almost works. Let's have a look, see if I've done something wrong here. Oh, that's very interesting. I meant to do Armored Defender. Okay, maybe it's worked fine. Okay, all right. This is actually I'm feeling quite optimistic now. I think maybe it's worked all right. So can we actually make any stuff here? Not really. Oh, maybe. If we do that. Okay. All right. Okay. So. Right. Very nice. Okay. So toughen. Hopefully, yeah, we can test everything in one go here. So this will only discard this one card here, and it will give 2 armor to the attackers and 2 to the defenders. Let's see if this works. Oh, yes, I do know what happened there. It's actually the totems synergizing with each other. Because I have this, which is whenever you play a 0 cost card, you summon 2 defenders. So I can't give you a good example right now. I think this just works. I actually thought this was going to be a proper pain. But let's have a look. So this should... So let's try and work out all of the events that are going to occur. We play this, right? This is going to activate and give us 2 defenders, right? Whenever you summon defenders, you give one of them armor, right? Or no, you give 3 of them armor. So they're both going to get armored straight away. And so we've got 13 normal attackers here. 4 of these cards are going to be discarded. So hopefully, if my calculations are correct, we're going to have 14 armored attackers at the end, 1 normal attacker, and we're going to have 5 armored defenders. Oh, yes, boom. Right, okay, that did actually work. I'm really happy with that. Oh, wicked. Right. Nice. Yes. Okay. Right. We are getting there. We're getting close to the end. Right. So this one could be very difficult, but it might not be too bad. Right. Try to understand. So what does it do? We add 4 armored defenders, and then if this happens to be the 3rd card you've played, get an additional 4, and gain 1 additional card and mana next turn. That I reckon we can just do this all pretty easily. So the thing that's definitely going to happen is we're going to add. We're definitely going to recruit armored defenders, and that 0 is referring to the top one, which is the 8 there. Okay, right. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to recruit armored defenders, and that will be referring to playing an additional 8 there. So that will be 1. Okay, but we've got a condition, which is card played equal to, and given that it needs to be the 3rd card, it's 2 cards will have had to have been played beforehand. So that should line up. Right, that's the easy part. And so card played is equal to 2. And then what do we actually need? We gain 1 additional mana and coin next turn. So this will be add mana coins next turn, and that will be referring to let me just try and crunch the numbers here. Yep. So that there is integer number 2, referring to that, and we're going to do one more, which will be add. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. We want to add cards next turn. Draw cards next turn. That will be the 3rd one, and the condition is still that. Okay, I think that's all we need. Yep, okay. Right, let's come back to that. This one should be very easy. This one is nice. This one requires so little thought, it's untrue. So we're just going to add recruit. Nor is referring to that one there. And we're going to have, we want to get non-armoured attackers. And I think that's all we need to do. Right. So we've got, right. Oh no, I need to go to the toilet as well. Right, okay. So in theory, the only ones we have left are these two. So Ultimate Greed and Window of Opportunity. Let's get Try to Understand to work. So 0, enter. Let's lock this bad boy. Try to Understand. Let's just put this in our deck because this works itself out on its own. So let's give this a try. So Try to Understand. So this should just be 6 armoured attackers. Beautiful. Right. This should be just 4 armoured attackers. Wicked. Right, now we're on to our third card. This, let's do the big one as well. So this will be 8. Plus another 8, bringing us up to 26. And then we're going to get 1 mana and 2 extra cards next turn. Okay. Alright, and then this should only be another 4, because it's not the third card. Fantastic. Now, hopefully, we're going to get 5 plus 2, so 7 cards total. It didn't do that last one. So I must have just missed something. 1, 2. So almost works. Almost works. I just got to work out one little bit that's not seeming to work too well. So oh, it looks like I just didn't add it. Oh, hold on. Okay, I think I see what I've done wrong there. Yeah, I've accidentally added it to so that one there is referring to 2, and we need to add. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't selecting them all when that happened. So that's draw cards next turn. That is referring to number 3. Over here, I think this one has been done already, and this one we need to do. Draw cards next turn. That'll be referring to 3. I think that's all we need. So let's give this another shot. So I'm just sort of like cycling through because all of these should in theory be exactly the same. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's give this another try. But it's mostly worked. It's mostly worked. Like we weren't selecting everything when we were updating it. So 4 plus 4. Okay, so now we're going to get an additional 16 and a bunch of other stuff. Right, fantastic. Right, so now also we're going to be drawing 2 extra cards and have 1 extra mana. So we've got 7 cards and somehow, instead of getting 2 extra mana, we got 8. I don't know why. I think I do know why now. We've got the wrong variable here. So if I select all of these, this one here, yeah. So this was, yeah, that's just referring to the wrong one. So literally, it's just that one there that needs to be 2. I'm really, really glad I actually tried that one first. So I think we should test them all to see if it works. So 6, 4, and 8. Okay, and then we're going to get. We've got the correct number of cards, and we've got the 1 extra mana. Now we're going to try 8, 6, and 4. So we should just get 1 extra card and 1 extra mana. So there's the 6 cards, 1 extra, and then let's just double check it works with the 6. So this is the 6 here. And then we should be getting 1 extra card and 1 extra mana. Yeah, brilliant. Right, fantastic. Okay. Right. Brilliant. Right, it looks like, unfortunately, these ones here will take me more. I'm going to have to give myself an extension. So I'm going to let the time tick out. I need to quickly go to the toilet, so I'm going to be right back. I won't be long at all. Right, okay, where were we? Right, here we go. So, we have, I think, okay, looks like time's run out. Let me do one last, let's have a look. Let's go give us, oh, no, not that much. 30 minutes. I think I can do the rest in 30 minutes. I always like to have a timer just to make me feel as though, like, okay, I'm definitely on the clock. Even though the way that I've gone about a lot of things, it hasn't super, like, felt as though it's completely entirely on the clock. Right, let's go. Okay, so, Ultimate Greed. Let's have a look. So what we actually need to do is, I think I've even got one. We've got, there's something like add maximum mana. I think I've done that. So gain hit points is what we... no, gain max hit points, that's it. Let's just have a quick look at it. So gain max hit points and gain gold. And... gain gold. Okay. And the key numbers we're after are 5 and 10, so it's there and there. Okay, so the condition is if you have played 3 or more cards in a turn, gain 5. Yeah, so we might need a new condition here, unless I've done one already. I can't remember. Condition... No, we haven't made that yet. So we can just make another condition. That's no problem. We have the power, we have the technology. Right, so card conditions. cards. What should we call it? It's something like played at least a certain number of cards, but that's quite a long name for a variable. Cards played greater than. Cards played greater than. So yeah, this one should be this should be quite easy. So if we go into our card action script, because we've got the at the top here, we've got this little condition thing. So it's something very similar to this. So this will be cards played greater than. Oh yeah, and then we just need a break. Let's have a look. So cards played this turn is, I'm actually going to say greater or equal to. I can't quite work out if it needs to be greater or equal or greater than. If so, I probably should change it to played greater than or equal to, but that's just quite a long name for a variable. Right, so let's have a look. So we need to find ultimate greed. Control C. Let's go bring it up. Yeah, let's get rid of that now. Okay, so let's find out everything that's happening here, because we've got a thing called ultimate greed, but we probably should break it into little things, because if we wanted something that just gave us max life, I still want that to be available. So let's go into this and let's see if we can break it up into little bits. Let's go to this definition. Okay, so what's happening over here? Right, ultimate greed. This looks like it's the bit where we're gaining life. Max life to add. That's fine, and that updates everything. And this looks like it's the bit where we're gaining the coins. So this is going to be the misc. I'm going to just have we're going to have, yeah, actually we'll put it underneath, and let's see how lazy I can go. So we're going to go Control C, Control V. so okay. But by the way, like I'm going to be this will probably take me. I should get this done within like hopefully the 24 minutes. But like there's going to be. I realised after changing that card type. I need to do a few boring fixes, which shouldn't take too long, but I'm going to probably just start waffling about random things a little while ago. And there was just a particular thing that I watched a little while ago that I just found so funny. Right. Okay, so this will be gain max life. It'll be gain max life routine. We don't need any of that. And this will be gain max life routine. Max life routine. And we just want to get rid of that. So what's actually happening over here? The life scar, it's getting hold of that bad boy. It's then adding this to that, which sounds great. The life bar is busy, and then we're updating this bad boy, and then that's all we need. Okay. Right, let's go. And this one is gain gold. Gain gold routine. So I mean, this is I'm literally just cutting this particular function just in half, and just and splicing it so I can use it to my own ends. Okay. So I think that's all we need there, and then on here we want to have card case card action enum dot gain max hit points break, and case card action enum dot gain gold coins break, and then underscore card action misc script dot gain max life. That will be key int and just see. Right. Underscore card action misc dot gain gold. And that will also be key int. Okay, now we can get rid of all this. Right. So I think that's pretty much all we need to do. So card actually gain max hit points. And we just need to change the condition. So condition is cards played greater than, and condition here is cards played greater than, and I should change it to I should change this just the name of this. I think this one here refers to 1. So what are we doing? So basically, if we actually go through the full like rigmarole, if you've played 3 or more cards, then so 3 or more cards is saying condition cards greater than 3, and cards greater than 3, then you gain like say 5 max hit points, because that is referring to there, and you're gaining 10 gold. Let's give this a try. We haven't actually used this card for a while. Oh yeah, of course, I probably need to put it in the deck to actually give it a shot. Okay. Ultimate Greed. Okay. Okay, here we go. So if we do it without anything, nothing happens, which is what we wanted. That's fine. Okay, if we... So we've got it here. So we can actually go 1, 2. Now I want to check that it works now as well. So if you've played 3 or more cards in a turn... Oh, hang on a sec. Maybe it does need to be... So I don't know if this will count, because the way that I've worded it, it's saying if you've played 3 or more. So in theory this shouldn't work, but I think it will. So anyway, it's gained 5 max hit points, so this should go up by 5 and 10 gold. Oh, it actually hasn't worked, which is probably a good thing. That's good, because if you have played 3 or more cards, so this one now should work. Yes. Okay. All right, now we can just test the other ones as well, and then we're kind of ready to move on to our last card, which will still give us a pain. Will still be a bit of a pain. So 1, 2, and 3, and then 4. I'm getting 5 and 10 there. Okay, and then this is 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, right, it all works. I'm happy with that. Window of opportunity. Let's unlock here. So what does this do? Add 10 defenders. This card seems a bit rubbish. So the mana cost is 2. Right, so I mean, I'm just making a sort of judgment call. This isn't actually a very good card. And it looks like I've got some of the numbers mixed up as well. So I'm going to make a bit of a decision right now, and just given that the strength of the other cards, I think this needs to cost 1 mana. Let me just get these numbers to line up. So what it should be, I think I wanted to make it a little bit better. So the idea is if you have 10. Sorry, let me just think out loud. Sorry. If you have, you add 10 defenders, but if at the beginning you have less than 10 defenders, you then add 20. Why have I made this so difficult on myself? Let's just update these numbers correctly. So that should be 35, and this should be 50. Okay. So what it should be, let me try and work this out. So what are the conditions that we've got to work with? Cards played. Being units less than. So yeah, the problem which I've got is because of the nature of how it works, we're gonna summon the 10 defenders and then be like, oh right, if you have less than 10 defenders, but there's no way of ever activating this because we've already summoned the additional ones. So well, I might have to be a little bit cavalier. What's the correct way of doing this? Okay, we're gonna have one more of these things that we're going to call actually I might have even done it. I might have even done something which might even fill in this particular blank. Oh no, maybe not. Okay. Let's have a look. Let's see what we did. Let's see what we did way back when, and then try and work it out. Let's try and work out a good system for it. So this will be window of opportunity. Let's just copy all this, try and work out if we can make any sense of it. Summon 10 defenders. Right, now that you've done that, if you have less than... card condition met. Okay, this actually is probably not too difficult. We do need to have... yeah, we still do need another one, so we'll do... comma conditional recruit. Sorry, the reason I'm just worried that I have a conditional recruit already. I've already covered that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. If that's the case, we might just be able to work this out. I think we still actually just use the original conditional recruit. Conditional recruit. So Oh, I think this just works, doesn't it? So, I think this works. Let's just, yeah, I think this works. So let's go find all these references. This might be, I'm gutted, I've already made something called conditional recruit. So set card. Okay, so case card condition enum dot bean units less than break card so dot card actions I dot secondary condition equals yeah equals, okay, yeah, this is a tough one, but we've got to work out. So I think we can still get hold of this card action. So card so dot card actions I dot dot bean units, and so basically we need to get hold of the condition. No, we need to get hold of the bean post master script. So bean post master script dot instance dot get number of units at bean post, open brackets. That is the bean post that we've got. Okay, and that will be less than. Oh man, I think I nailed it. I think we done this. Card so dot card actions. Oh wow. I dot condition int secondary condition met. Okay, right. I think that's it. I think that's all we need. Okay. Oh wow, this will be, I mean, this is, so what happens, yeah, I think this works. Oh, what, time's got, okay, right. I did not realise how quickly time was going. Okay, oh man, time is just, I'm just staring into the abyss here. Right, I do need to, it is worth, like, out of this 9 minutes 45 that I have left, it is worth me just quickly going over this. So the condition met is, it becomes true if the number of beans at this particular, so in this case it will be defenders, is less than the condition int that we have. So I think that's fine. Okay, so now if we do all of this and have secondary condition is going to be bean units less than, and the condition int is going to be 10. Okay, then I think that needs to be 1, but I then need to change something else elsewhere. That's the problem. And the actual, it will be non-armored defenders that we're making. So, and this will be conditional recruit. Conditional recruit. And yeah, so we're very, very close. There is one last thing that I need to do before I can test it. It will be card action script, conditional recruit. So here is where we've just got the slight issue here. So what was the other thing that is conditional recruit? So I need to change something else to get back to it. So it's grand gesture. This is the card, right? So okay, this is the big brains play, right? You can't emphasize. I can't emphasize how important that putting that one there, that what that actually means. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think that's fine. All right. So what we now need to do is here. So if it's met, do that one, else this one is just going to be card so dot key int ca dot key ref 2. It's one way or the other. I don't actually know which way it is. That this is okay. Right. I'm just taking a guess here. Right. 6 minutes left. Okay. Is it worth me breaking it down? So if the condition is met, then we do the top one. If the condition is not met, we do the bottom one. So no, it actually does need to be the other way round. Okay. So Control X. I think it does need to be the other way round. Okay. Control V, Control X, Control V. Okay, I think that's good. And I've accidentally lost the place over here. This is so if it's 0, then it's going to be 10. So if it hasn't been met, it's going to be 10. However, if it has been met, it's going to be 20. Okay, right, that's fine. One last thing. Ah, God. Okay, right. Over here, we actually do need this as non-armored defender. And just to clarify, just to put my mind at rest, with grand gesture. Yeah. Okay. Right. I think this is right. Okay, let's go put it in our deck, but we're going to put grand gesture in as well because we want to test that they both work. So let's just have 0, and we've locked that. So let's go 5, 5, and grand gesture. Okay, that'll do. Right. Okay, 4 minutes 50. I think we're there. Okay, so grand gesture. At the moment, it's just giving you 10. Okay. Now, that's actually kind of messed everything up. So this should only give us 10 defenders. But it gave us 20. So this should only give us 10 defenders. But it's given us more. Okay, I might have just got it mixed up. Okay, let's just try again. I might have literally just mixed it around. So let's try it on its own. Ah, okay. I literally have just got it the wrong way round. Okay, but now we're going to just test to see if this still works. So 2, 3. So this one should be giving us 5 attackers and 5 defenders. Okay, now this one here should be giving us 7 armoured attackers, 7 armoured defenders. And it has. Okay, right. So we've literally got it the wrong way round. So there is a boolean somewhere that I need to sort. Oh, hold on. I didn't press save there. Okay, that might be the problem. Let's give this another try. Let's just check we have saved all the things. Right, let's just work under the assumption this is going to work now. I think this should work. Right. So hopefully this will give us 50. Okay, but now that we're 10 or above, this should only give us 10. Okay, right. And this should only give us 10. This should just give us 5 of each. And this should give us 10 armoured and defense. Yes, and bam, 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 bam. Right, okay. Now, you're thinking that was it. Okay, this is like, by all intents and purposes, we have done it. We have done it. We have cracked it. We've done it. I am going to just challenge myself. These are cards that, you know what, I can't be bothered. They're old cards. We haven't activated them yet. They don't do anything. But I'm happy to leave that. Right. Okay. Right. Okay, stop the clock. That'll do for me. Right. Actually, I can just hide that now. Right. Okay. Big win. Okay. So we are mostly done now. Now, what I kind of want to do is play. I want to actually see if my game is currently playable, because I've been fixing so many things and I've had to break certain things to fix them, and by and large I've been fixing them as I've sorted it and whatever, but I don't actually know how playable the game is right now, and I kind of want to just see if it is playable. What I will need to do is I have okay. I kind of wanted to put those in there. These don't do anything right now. I think I can actually do this just while I'm here, but I think we're MISC. Card text will be V plus. Yeah, because I legitimately don't know how playable my game is right now. This can be draw cards. That'll be referring to that one there, so that's 0. Yeah, I just wanted to change that because I feel like at some point I do kind of like the idea of recyclable scrap, which is, oh, you can't really see much there. But yeah, it's the like, I haven't put this in anywhere, but it's just it's scrap that costs 1 mana to get rid of, but you also draw a card, so it's like, so it's not going to be too bad if you actually, you know, if you get it. But that's just more what I'm thinking of. Okay, right. So now that we've done that, oh yeah, right. So this will be actually. We're going to do another little timer because this one is, but I kind of want to give myself only 10 minutes. So what we're looking to do, accidentally, so if we pick a card like, oh yeah, right, this card type, it should be a spell, right? But I've accidentally switched them all to recruitments, right? I came up with a bit of an exploit to get the totems to become totems. But I can't do the same with the spells. So I need to quickly scan through, turn them all into spells. So I'll probably put a... Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Marvel's... No, I still haven't played it. Like, it is weird because the way they advertise it is... I mean, is... You know, because I've seen other streamers play it. And... It's just the way it's advertised is saying, you don't want to be playing games where you have a slow sort of build up and then you kind of like you know, where you kind of like actually have to sort of slowly play. You know, this is one of those cards where it gets straight into the action straight away, which is probably appealing to a lot of people. Whereas I'm like, oh no, I like games which have a really slow build up, and it's sort of like, you know, where you can kind of almost think, ooh, about 4 turns from now, the winds might change. Whereas Marvel Snap is like, everything, just do it all, pay the big cards. It genuinely does look fun. I take it, how far are you in Marvel Snap? Have you actually played it quite a lot? I suppose, when I say how far, like, as in, how many hours would you say you've spent playing it? Actually, on another note as well. Right, anyway, so I'm gonna do a script. Turn this bad boy on. 600. Actually, no. We'll make it 15 minutes. This is going to be a kind of an easy breezy chill. I'm going to answer questions because I don't need to require too much thought. Also, I've played Vampire Survivors quite a lot. I'm loving it. It's really good. Yeah. Oh, fair enough. But yeah, no, I took your recommendation. Yeah, Vampire Survivors is genuinely really satisfying. I haven't got all the achievements, but I've got a lot of things because it just keeps introducing new fun elements as you sort of develop further in. Right, so anyway, we got the chill timer. We're in no rush. I think all of these, realistically, they don't really count. I think there should be more spells than anything else. A Bombing Nation is a spell. Angry Chuck is a totem. That is recruit. This should be a spell. Bash Camp being community, being realist, being stock, being enforcers. Bee's Knees, that's more of a spell. That one is, because it recruits, I'm counting it as a recruitment. All of these. Royston, Brick Camp. So I'm cycling through. Code Rad is a spell. Defiant Redbeard. Different strategy. I don't know if that counts as a recruitment or a spell though. I'll keep it as a recruitment, I guess. Divine Sacrifice is a spell. Dregs of the Casino. Dynamic Recruit, again, I would still consider a spell. I suppose anything that just does ready camps would count as a spell. Glycerca. Let's not forget Glycerca. Oh no, that still is actually a recruitment, isn't it? Yeah. Grand Gesture. Grave Carvor is a spell. Guard Recruit. Heart of the Cards, that's a spell if ever you saw it. Yeah. Oh yeah, actually that's a good point, right? So when I was actually trying to put it together, we have run ourselves into a slight problem. And I think I've got a way around it. I might even do it. I mean, it still works fine, but the animation that comes on has to come on twice, so you get to see it twice. And I'm thinking, I know that you're probably thinking, well, that's fine, that's perfect. I love seeing that animation twice, it's brilliant. But like, it's because of how I fixed it, it kind of has to go that way. But I think I know a way where you only have to see it once. So I think once I've done this, I'm going to go for that. But the thing is the reason it goes twice is it's because it's for attackers and armoured attackers that like double. And so it will, but it's just, even if you don't have any, it will still do the animation. So if you were to do it on a completely empty board, you'd still see the animation twice. So I think I'm going to change it so that there's a whole extra thing where you just see it once to begin with, and then it does it, which I think makes a bit more sense. Right, Hold Formation, that one is a spell. Inspiring Pot is a spell. I was young once. Keen Archers. Kick Off is a spell. I suppose there's quite a few spells. I am glad. I don't know how many. I don't know what the distribution of spells to. I don't know what the distribution of spells to recruitment to totems are. Lakia Battle Plan is a spell. Lost Relic, I guess that is a spell, isn't it? Yeah. That's Metal Camp, but I think Metal Wall would count as a spell. Yeah. Misfits Kenny, that's another spell. Yeah, I read. Out of interest, how much did you play Vampire Survivors? I literally was playing it on my... Well, I was playing it on my iPad, and then I had such a busy screen with so many bullets that after 28 minutes into a run, my iPad crashed, and I was really gutted. I was really salty. But I then played it on my phone because I've got a sort of stronger comparative phone. I haven't really run into any problems. Noble Kotu, Nuclear Defense, Rainbow Alliance. That one is also a spell because we're not actually creating any units here, even though it's a thing. Yeah. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Do you still get a free res if you die? Because you get one free if you're playing it on the iPad, but you have to watch an advert. Sinister Sacrifice, I think we decided that doesn't count. Smash Camp, Sniper Team, Sustained Attack. Oh, Sustained Attack is a spell. Totem Pram, another spell. So yeah, spells are all cards that don't directly give you units. Toughen. That's not greed. Oh right, okay. I am actually glad. I thought there was going to be a lot more recruitment than spells, but we can actually do just a kind of quite relaxed Cardmaster script. So upon awake. I kind of want to just have a int Greg equals new int 3. I've got a plan here. This is just so we're going to have 4 entire card library dot length switch entire card library I dot card type case card type dot spell case card type dot totem and case card type dot recruitment. I think that makes a bit of sense. Greg 0 ++ break. Why am I doing all this? I just want to actually see how many of each card we've got. So I'm sort of cycling through all of them, and then I think somewhere about here. In fact, why not we just make it public int Greg. Let me get rid of that. Yeah, okay. So I just want to see how many spells. So 0 is recruitment, and I think we already know that it's 12/36 totems. But let's have a little look. Cardmaster script Greg. So that's the distribution. Okay. I probably should divide that by 3. No, it doesn't matter actually. I'll have to. Yeah, let me just have another quick look. So, because I haven't. It didn't occur to me at any point. 3. Oh, no, that's weird. Sorry, let me just have another quick look at something. Oh, no, I know the problem. Yeah, it's all good. Okay, so we're looking at roughly 114 recruitment cards, 65 spells, and 36 totem cards. I think that's an okay distribution. Obviously that includes all the upgrades as well, but that's okay. I just wanted to have a quick look, just see what sort of numbers we were sort of crunching here. But yeah, so right, I think my plan is we're going to actually try and start a game. All right. At the moment, I think because I've made cards generally stronger over the last few months, it means if we're playing a game like properly, it might be a little bit easy. But I think we just give it a shot. Let's go into the title scene. Sure, we can save changes. And I want to just see how far we get until we get an error message and then try and fix it. So I have no idea how long that'll take. Yeah. So this normally takes a little while. Okay. All right. New game. Yeah, so our next big thing we're going to have is a chest where you get sort of lots of useful loot that you can use like outside of your current campaign that sort of is like permanent stuff for your town. Anyway, right. At the moment, it's always this blobbo. So we're probably sick and tired of seeing this for the last like 3 solid streams of just seeing us beat up this blob. Okay, 1 and 2. Let's get some defenders. Kind of want this. And I guess we just put some more defenders out there. Okay. Get some more of these bad boys. Yeah, I'm sure that's fine. Okay. So I want to make sure we've got, say, maybe some attackers and defenders. I think this could be a relatively casual game. So he's increasing his attack, but hopefully, I reckon he'll probably be dead before he gets a chance to attack. But let's see. Oh no, maybe not. We're still going to try and pummel him as much as we can. So he's doing that, and then he's healing. Right, I think we're fine, because even if he does heal, these rangers kill before he gets healed. I probably want to sort that life bar the way that it just looks a bit rubbish, isn't it? That's quite easy to fix. In fact, let me go add that to the pile. So what we'll do is, let's hope that I don't need to log back in. So a while ago, we're essentially looking at our things. So plus, I'm going to say sort life bar so it doesn't look rubbish when it's low on life. Okay, because you could see how it just kind of didn't look, it just looks a bit rubbish. So let me just do that as we go. Right, so let's get some gold, get some rumble tokens, and have a card to our deck. Okay. All right. If anyone's got any particular favours, I'm happy to go. I'm actually kind of happy with any of these cards. I think I will go nuclear defense. Yeah. So I think let's just check this still works. So we get to add another card. Let's go. I quite like Sniper Team actually. I think we give that a try. Alright. Oh yes, Cobrad Games. Oh, fantastic! Yeah, like the task, we've now done it. We've now completed the whole task. The timer is actually no longer significant. We've done it. I'm actually just going to have a little play through the game and sort of essentially see if there's any crashes that I can make and then try and fix it. So, but I'm happy to literally play it to completion, and if it works okay, then that's a bit of a win for me, I think. But how's everything going on your side? Right. 1 and 2. Oh, I think we just go bold. We just go as many rangers as we can. Let's see if we can kill him before he even arrives. I think we'll do a bit of a hedge. We get rid of that and get one. A lot of attackers. Oh, nice. Right, let's get some more rangers. Do we go... No, I think we just have some normal regular. I think we'll just cut them to pieces. Right, that's good. So he's healing every turn, but that's alright. 2. So, what's the next bit that you're working on in your game? Because I know that one thing which I'm actually loving about your game is the variety of different weapons and the fact that you've got like different combinations as well. I think we can track this in. I think we just win now. Yeah. Right. Oh. At the moment, it's just called Boingo. I think we were going to call it. I've still got it written down. So I think one of them we were going to call Jimmy Van, which, like, I've realised, like, because I want to have quite a lot more enemies, it takes a really long time to create an entire enemy from, from scratch. So, like, I have done certain exploits where I've got the same kind of model, but I'm drawing things slightly differently. Yeah. And, like, kind of, so I'm kind of trying to work out a way. So there's a lot of the animations that I've made. So I'll give you a bit of an example. So this one here I was showing earlier. Right, I know, I know I don't have any drawing skills, but this is going to be the crab. But he's going to be called Pretentio because he's got a monocle and he looks pretentious. But there's if I open recent Gristock, yeah, this is a sort of angry one where essentially I've kept a lot of the things the same. But he's got a crown. And why is he called Gristock? I can't remember. It made a lot of sense. Oh, that's the same one. I think I did make another one with different teeth and stuff. Oh yeah, cheers. It's like, I mean, it is quite weak. It's like, it's more like, just don't put too much effort. If you just kind of like, as passing by, you're like, oh yeah, that looks quite good. It was not that much effort to do. Like, because obviously all of this, I literally just hand drew a line each time and just thought, yeah, that kind of looks all right. It's fine. But yeah, yeah. I'm trying to think. I think I made some others. What else to do? Oh, Code Raw. I was going to call. The only problem is a cobra looks very much different to every other snake. So it's just I've changed a few of the like sprites and the colours and stuff. So I'm trying to think what else, what the other ones that I've done. Oh yeah, I've got another. So there's, let's see, Snaky. Oh yeah, there's a few which are just going to be hard. This one here, just the way it all works, it's going to be almost impossible to make another sprite that's yeah. So that's just the original Renegade. Yeah, there's a few which are just so hard to actually make. To essentially, I can't copy this. I can't copy this and put a different word over the top because of how I've done it. But yeah, so I've done a few of them. But a lot of them, they're sort of like exploits. Yes. Oh! That's not actually... Sorry, yeah, Gliss, that's actually... that's not entirely unthinkable. The problem that we've got, right, is... See the way that it curves around, right? And it looks like quite smooth. You know, the way the writing is, it's sort of curved. Do you know how I did that, right? I mean, like, you are going to cry. Well, you're probably not going to cry, but you're going to be very sad. So let's just say, this is just like as an example, right? So what I'm going to do is, like, you know, you'll be like, oh, this is how, if it took this long. So I'm going to have G, I'm going to fill this, let's go get this full here. Right, and then say black thing with a little smiley face here. Right. Right. Okay. Now, the way which I managed to do this is essentially, like, don't get me wrong, I wish there was an easier way, but I would make a circle kind of like this, and then literally go, have to kind of line this up, and then with each individual little bit here, I would essentially have to like move this up like that, and then keep going. Right, there's no easy method that I could find, right? And then once you've done that enough times, it sort of curves around, right? So when you actually look at this, right, to actually get it so that it kind of gives that curved effect around the can, that was graft. That was hard graft. You know, I'd have to literally just go over like this. So the colour swap would be no problem. But if I wanted to put like Mega Renegade Cooper somewhere, right, that would be incredibly difficult. Especially as once I'd done that, I'd then copied this whole thing to, yeah, like colour swap is fine, but almost any other sort of way of changing that, there is just no easy system to do it that I could find. I thought I'd just quickly show you like kind of the thought mess. This is why I don't ever do any of my art on stream because it's such a I'm just bad at it. I'm just really bad at it. Okay, right, what do we want? I think we're going to go proper Rangers. We're still kind of waiting to see if a glitch happens. Yes. I think you're right, Code Red. Like, I have been looking, you know, I've been thinking, is there any way of just dealing, you know, because you can see that problem of like trying to curve the image up. And also, just to clarify as well, you know those tickets that sort of curve. How did I do that? A lot of pain. Recolor it black and green so it resembles a can of Monster. Yep, and call it Energy Renegade Cooper. I like it. But I definitely like the concept. But I would have to. I'd have to kind of like. I mean, trying to fit in the text there, like, it looks quite smooth, but every bit of me putting that text in and putting all of this animation was just such hard work. So, yeah, like, as much as I do like the idea, like, I would almost have to create it entirely from scratch. It may as well no longer be a can. It could be something else. It could actually be... I suppose I could make a whole new one, which is... more of an actual energy drink, so there could be a sort of ring pull at the top. Oh, have you considered doing animations with bones? Right, so I have thought about it. I have that has kind of entered my that has entered my hemisphere of thought, but for some reason I really like the idea of actually kind of each animation being having a different sprite for every animation, because there's certain games, for example, let's just use Enter the Gungeon as an example. The idle animation when you're in the main sort of hub world. And actually, if you haven't played Enter the Gungeon, in fact, let me see if I can kind of get it up there. One sec. Hub world. Right, sorry, I'm gonna just put this on. Right, because I kind of I suppose actually it doesn't really matter. I can show you any bits of it. But let's have a look. If I just press play or something, what I quite like is when you look at this. There's no. All of the animations are properly. They've actually hand drawn every little bit of animation. And I don't know. I just I think I always like that sort of style. Because I'm never going to be capable of. How do I get rid of this? Anyway, I thought I'd quickly show you, but it's just I just that's kind of what I'm kind of going for. The old Scorpio. Yes. Was it literally exactly the same animation? Sorry. So, a quick reference: the old Scorpio Sub-Zero technique. To anyone listening here, there's a game called Mortal Kombat, which where you had two characters. Well, you had multiple characters, but you had a Scorpio. It's actually true. Scorpio and Sub-Zero were literally exactly the same sprites, but just with different color palettes. I'll believe it. Yeah. Yeah, and I think I'm going to do a sort of colour. Yeah, I can do a colour mix, because what I've done. So, for example, I don't know if you saw this version. I had a red one, and I just changed the eyes a little bit. So, I still want to add something. I want to add a little bit more to each one, where it's not just the colour that changes, but that's kind of that's going to be my lazy method. So, with Renegade Cooper, I think I can make another version. In fact, I might even try to make one now. I'll see. I want to see. I haven't actually. I'm still waiting for a glitch to occur, because I haven't actually tested this game, and I've done so much stuff that I'm assuming something's going to break at some point. But we seem to be doing pretty well so far. I think we just keep adding these and maybe some defenders. So my technique in this particular game is it's because I've got nuclear defense, that'll be enough to hold up the enemy. So if I just keep recruiting loads and loads of snipers, rangers, sorry. I want to kind of just survive long enough so that I can kill it. I suppose that's another thing that I kind of need. Whenever the screen shakes, it kind of uses this as a separate input every time. Yeah, that makes sense. Right, we are getting loads of rangers here. I want to just keep the defense up because he hits pretty big. Yeah, okay, that still works, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, I think we're going to kill him before we get there. So I'm actually going to use this and see if I can... Nah, fair enough. Yeah, I think we've got enough defense. Like I say, I might have made some of the cards a bit too strong, so that it's becoming slightly trivial. Oh, however, this has been pretty close. I think we would just win anyway because the archers get through. Oh, what do you think of the screen transition? Oh, I love it. Right. Oh, we can do that. I like this. So this can kind of give us more opportunity to kill them slightly faster. Right. Oh, choose a card to upgrade. What are we going for? Oh, it's got to be nuclear defense. That's just too strong, isn't it? Because this is kind of like part of the idea. We use one nuclear defense to keep us alive, and then the rest we... hold on, you could easily add a bunch of filler enemies by doing palette swaps. Yes, yeah, you are right. I think like kind of the... Because when I say I need loads more monsters, I probably in total want to have, say, 50 or 60. And as far as actual character models, like as in things to work off, I've got maybe 9 or 10. Oh yeah. But with like that, say that Renegade Cooper, that's hard to actually make any changes. It's like I could give it a hat and change the colours. That might be my what I'd have to do, I think. But yeah, right, okay, let's just work under the assumption we'll get there eventually. Right. Ah, that's just too good. Right. Okay, this one I might be taking damage on this fight. Let's go as responsible as we can. Yes, you're right. You are right. So I've gone with one, but we could have a sort of greeny, blacky one. Yeah. So it kind of gives you, yeah. Yeah, you know what? I quite like that. I like that. Hold on. I've worked out a way, actually. Sorry. What I can do is I can add a logo here. I could add like some sort of lemon and lime sort of logo here, because if I was to try and put it on this moving bit, that would make it exponentially more difficult, because I'd have to essentially try and alter it. Whereas I could just have I could turn this into like green and yellow, or yeah, green, yellow, and then have a lemon and lime. I quite like that. Yes, okay, right, done. Like, I think the only problem is I shot myself in the foot slightly by saying Renegade Cooper. So these are going to be all different flavours of Renegade Cooper. Yeah, okay. Right, I think we need to build up our defence and then use that. Okay. Right. Right, so he's constantly adding trash to our deck. Yeah. which is great, but you still need to bear in mind every single time. I suppose, yeah, because that could just be one plain colour, couldn't it? Because just changing the colours isn't too difficult. I'll tell you what, I'll do this fight, and then... oh yeah, right, here we go. Boom, loads of attackers. Get some more defenders. Oh, he's going to gain a bunch of life because he's got armour. That's okay. It's the cost. Okay. I feel like he's... Oh, yeah. Then I can have a little play around. I think we're kind of there. Let's go get rid of some rubbish. I'll put that in there just to be on the safe side. Maybe I made rangers a bit too strong. I don't know. Right, so I've always kind of wanted to give that one a try. Okay. Right, that's good. I'll come back to that in a bit. So the way which I'd start is I'd have so let's just say Renegade Cooper. I'm going to press Control-Shift-S, and then I can save it as like what should we go for? Like, let's just say Renegade Cooper 0. Actually, what colours would that be? Would that be just mostly white? Why did I choose that? Why did I choose 0? I imagine it's that could be like purple and light blue. I don't know. So the way which I'd kind of do that is I would have to have everything there, and then click silver and grey. Yeah. Okay. So guessing it's going to be things down this sort of colour. So if I press Control R, nope, Shift R, then we'll get an error message. There we go. And yeah, so if I actually do Shift and Alt, I can actually alter this. So the little one is what it's going to change into. So maybe a slightly darker one there. So, yeah, and then maybe a darker one still there. So oh, I've been holding caps lock. There we go. So that's kind of like what it would look like. It just does. It feels like a little bit of a lazy cop out. But maybe I should have. We can have on in a new layer. What would a 0 look like? Would it have to be like a? Actually, I've got an idea. We could go. If I press T and just have the number 0, and then. We can kind of work out what sort of font we'd want it to look like. So I'm just kind of like coming up with ideas, like because if there is a way where I can, because I really do like this model, but it's just quite hard to have anything that looks radically different. I think changing the eyes is probably viable. Yeah, yes, actually, you know what? Let's actually draw that instead. Yeah, I think I can just draw that with my amazing art skills. Okay, so I think because we're going to use a bit of a technique here as well. So let me just. So first of all, I'm just going to put a little box here. So I can kind of draw. Yeah, okay, and then the way that we would actually kind of put this on board would be start there. I'm not necessarily going to keep that the actual box outline, but yeah. And then we'd have to kind of highlight each bit, go down. You can see why I'm not super thrilled about doing. Don't worry, I've got a plan. It will look slightly better, hopefully, when it's done, because we can change it. We can change all the colours and everything afterwards as well. Yes. Okay. Right. Okay. You might have actually helped me a little bit when it comes to like efficiency of actually making things, because this genuinely will help me out quite a lot. So yeah, I'm just trying to sort of move it down here, but you can see how trying to curve it. There must be. I know in my head, I'm a programmer. I think I should work out an easier way of doing this. This feels incredibly time consuming. Yeah. So that's why I was thinking, why don't I just have one thing called Renegade Cooper, and then just leave it there. but it's yeah. But yeah, so while I'm doing this, because another thing which we're going to do, we're going to make some more different enemy moves as well. Right. Oh dear me. I'd love to, yeah, like, because I mean, just to put everything, I'll still save that because we've got that. I'm going to come back to that, but just to give everyone just the heads up when it comes to tickets. Is it this one? Yeah. See the way that all of these are curved like that. How do you think I did that? How do you think I had this lovely pattern that just kind of curves around? Through a disgusting amount of work. And when people say it, I don't think there's going to be many people who actually play this game and think, oh, you know what, that curve around the tickets, that looks amazing. He must be an incredibly talented artist. I kind of feel like I've started now. I kind of want to finish this. There's got to be, like, I genuinely feel like I could probably code a better way of doing this, but because obviously the code, it's inconsistent. And what I should have done as well is draw multiple things, so that like when drawn multiple things and kept them stacked on top of each other, so that I don't need to do this process again. It's what I should have done, but that's okay. I feel like actually just still kind of want to. I feel like I do need to finish this. I feel like no one's actually ever seen my art process yet because I haven't really done much of it on stream, and now you can see why I haven't done much. But yeah, I've also got to think of other ideas for enemies. You know, I want things that are relatively easy to draw. That's why I picked a crab. I saw a picture of a crab. I thought, oh, I can do something similar to that. But what other things can we be fighting? No idea is a bad idea. I don't think we really want to actually be fighting like any sort of humanoid like shape. But I don't know. Right, so I think that's kind of alright. So it would look like that, but we can get rid of the duplicate. So that's kind of roughly what it would look like, but you can see the amount of like time it takes to actually do it. But yeah, I suppose that's okay, isn't it? I'm still going to save that. I might do something else with that. Ooh. Oh wow. Hold on. I'm trying to work out. It didn't even occur to me. What other games have actually got monsters that are actually of an appropriate size? Yes, I actually like that. I think it didn't really occur to me. I think the because I have got actually a sort of quite a library of them. Admittedly, they're not all specifically. What is it? 512. Oh, that's it. Oh, that's it. Yeah, so these are all 512. That's what I wanted to check. Yeah, they're not going to be 512, but I can shape them up and then kind of draw on top of them. Yeah, I'll probably do that. We'll put this one in. I but I'll do that in a little bit. Like, let's see. Right. I haven't actually checked to see if the this shop still works, because there's still a few things that I just have not tested. So actually, I'm going to get this because I don't know if it's broken. I actually don't know if it's going to work or not. Let's see if there's anything else useful. Oh, Bee's Lonely Defender will be nice. Yeah, I'll leave from that. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Right. People who can't use the same sprites, people who have played your other games might get the reference. Yes, yes. I mean, like, because one thing which I did do in Boxer Tear, I did decide to put some of the sprites from this game into it. So I can't really see too much harm in me stealing sprites from other stuff. Right. Let's have a look. Right. Let's see if we can get something better than this. That's not great. Oh god, he's jumping forward twice. Okay. Let's go 1. We need to get them up early. I was young once. Right, that's a great card. So he's attacking, but then he's actually getting something which is healing them every turn. I don't know. I think we might reach the quantum singularity. I think he might be healing faster than I can kill him. Right, let's get a nuclear defense to stop any aggression occurring. Get one of these. Ah, right, now, is this going to crash the game? Nope, it's working fine. Okay. Right, that's good. Right, cool. It's just hitting quite big. Okay, yeah, I apologise. You could have enemies that are knockoffs of other computer games. Yeah. I mean, the sad thing is the way that I get a lot of my sprite ideas is I normally just think like, some sort of cartoon crap. It's like, I mean, I'll see if I can show you something. Hold on. Just to kind of slightly lose part of the illusion, so to speak. I'm trying to... damn it. I'm trying to prove something and I can't... I'm just looking for it. Sorry, one sec. I found basically the crab sprite, I saw another picture which looked a bit similar to it. But now I can't find it, which makes me feel like I might have just created it in my mind. I don't think that's the case. I'm pretty sure I copied an image, or not copied it, but I looked at it and then I was like, that's what I want it to look like roughly, and it looks drawable. Okay, apologies. I've just wasted everyone's time. I really thought it was, yeah. So I'm just looking through all these images. No, don't worry about it. Ignore it. Forget it. Get out of here. Oh no, that's it. Right, yeah. So I saw this picture, and I thought, oh, I can do something. I can do something. It's not, I think that was what I was kind of working from. So it's not a complete carbon copy, but I mean, actually, hold on. That does look dangerously similar, doesn't it? Right. Okay. Yeah. The more I look at it, but yeah. Anyway, so it's like I normally find a picture of something, but it's not exactly the same. Oh yeah, yeah. I've made actually. Oh, talking of which, actually, I've made a few more as well. Oh yeah, you'll like this actually. Oh wow, sorry, I forgot about this. This is one of the coolest ones because this is really cool. But I've made some more. If I go into over here. Now where are we? Monsters. Monsters actual. Benji. I think I've got one called Uresk. Is it this one here? Yeah. Oh no, it's going to be called. It might be Soul. Hold on. So, yeah, I kind of wanted to have. Oh, actually, maybe that's not the correct one. This might be a slightly earlier version, but this is roughly what it's going to look like. I wanted to have a sort of version. I mean, I've actually done a version where this bit lines up, but I can't remember where it is now. So forget that. Don't save there. But yeah, it's something like that. Oh, Grumbler Pugs, let's rock. Oh yes. Oh, thank you for the raid. Sorry, I didn't realise. Oh man. At the moment, we're just kind of like talking about different. So yeah, we're talking about the different sprites, which I'm going to put in a little bit. So this is going to be another one. It's going to be yeah, this one's going to be called Soul, where it's going to have it's still going to go like have that same format of. Now you might be a bit too young, but there was something that was called. Is it Tiger? Tiger. I think there was a brand of games where you'd get like an LCD screen and you'd have buttons, and they made quite annoying noises. But yeah, so this is what I'm sort of. It's going to be one of the enemies. But anyway, how's your stream though, Bin Man? Oh yeah, thanks for the raid. That's awesome. Oh. Yeah, so we're kind of like, given that I've had like quite a heavy stream, we're sort of chilling out a little bit while I'm just going to play the game and essentially try and create crashes and stuff. yes. And like, I mean, although. And I don't know if the word ironic is the correct word here because I still don't understand what the word ironic means. But ironically, I did actually have one of the LCD games that has absolutely skyrocketed in value. I don't think we still have it now, but I did get it when I was younger. It's the one which you can sort of flip open, and I'm pretty sure I think it was a Donkey Kong one. But yeah, apparently it's worth a bit more money now. Right, so it looks like we're on the winning side of this fight now. Let's go get rid of this toxic scrap. Yeah, at the moment, I feel I might have made the cards a bit too strong. And we're not struggling too much with these. But this is what we're going to do some balancing for. I think that should be... Oh, I should have got rid of the toxic scrap. Never mind. So the toxic scrap stays with you throughout the whole... like until you actually spend the mana to get rid of it. Oh, nice! Oh, quality! Okay, right. I was going to say, if you did have a little video, that would be really cool to see, because I want to, like, it's obviously a properly brave step, having a 2D platformer and then making a boss from it, but, like, and is it one where you've just got to survive, kind of like with Super Meat Boy, or do you actually need to physically hit it to attack it? Right, oh, that's not bad. Kind of want to go for this. Right, I apologise for the noise, by the way. Right, we can get rid of cards. Oh yeah. Something that always defaults to playing this song. It's getting slightly wired. Yeah, I'll just sorting out the music. Right, so what card are we getting rid of? I feel the attackers. We don't really do any attackers at the moment. Right, okay. Right. Is it just a very slow bit of a song? Yes, it is. Okay, that's fine. Right, Basketball Boy. Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah. That'd be awesome. Yeah, absolutely love to see it. Right, okay, so this bad boy is hitting us from a range. So I think we start off by seeing if we can make any defenders. That's not great. Let's see if we can get something better than what we've got. B's lonely defender's useful. Still not quite enough. I'm actually going to go get rid of this toxic scrap, because if I build these ranges, he's just going to snipe them off Oh, okay. I'm not drawing super well this time. Let's go get some defenders up. Okay, that's kind of what we were after before. Nuclear defense. Oh, I should have done that one first. Never mind. Music's still not playing. Oh, that's because... Did I mute it? Yes, I did. There we go. Right. I think we just do that. Right, yeah. It's right, I might need to actually end the stream soon because it's getting a bit loud in the old house. Let's see where we're up to. Okay, right, now we've got defence, we can actually get some archers, some rangers. Right. Also, another big question. How many phases of the boss are you looking to have? Okay, that's going to be useful. That's going to be good. And then I think we just keep piling on the defence. Yeah, it's like just imagining using that as an excuse every time. Just be like, oh, it's the builders next door, but we're not even in a building. Nah, trust me, it's the builders next door. It was nothing to do with this dodgy curry that I've got. Yeah, 3 phases sounds about right. Right, so we're in trouble. We need to. Oh, we can just use it. Okay, we're gonna go down the slippery slope of putting way too much trash in our deck. Let's just keep the defense coming because as long as these survive, then we're kind of okay. And so he should run all the way back. Oh, and now he's hitting us pretty hard now. Right, let's go get this. Metal wall is still good. And I think we just get rid of this toxic scrap because this will only become problematic. Okay, this might be a tough fight. So B's Lonely Defender first. And one of these. Okay. Right. I have got a lot of rubbish in my deck at the moment. I think we should be okay though from this point. Ideally, I want to get rid of some of these scrap. Oh, actually, no, we're okay. We're still fine. Okay, 37. Yeah, if I go like that, and then some more defense. We're almost there. All I can do, and then we're there. Yeah, so I'm going to sort that life bar out because it looks a bit rubbish at the moment, just when it's low on life. Alright, so far we haven't really run into any glitches or problems yet, so I'm pretty happy with that. Right, okay. Oh yes, it's got to be Boy Royston every time. Right, so that's the one where whenever you summon any defenders, you also get a ranger. So that's what we're sort of going for. Alright. It's better than nothing. Ah, yes! Right, yes. Okay. This was kind of why I was doing this. Right, I wanted to get to a problem like this. So, as you can see, like, in order for the little Nina to move, the bridges have to connect. Now, this clearly hasn't worked. I think you can still press this, but leader's going to seriously struggle when we actually get to the next bit. So, I mean, I would upgrade that. But now, I don't know if it will glitch per se, right? But, like, and I think you can still click this. And we can do the fight as well. But these little corners here, that's kind of what I need to work on. So let's do this fight and then have a little look at that corner, see if we can fix it. Right, Boy Royston every time. I think that's 12. No, I think we actually do this. Okay, right. And it's all about trying to get rid of as much rubbish as we can. Oh, I still made the mistake. I should have played that first. Because this one here is if it's your first card, you get an additional 9 defenders. It's definitely what I should have done. Right. Yeah. And I should be playing more defenders so I can activate this. Right. So this is a problem. So now he's going to do a move, which means he's getting progressively more attack every turn. So this, yeah, he's getting 5 attack every turn, so he's getting stronger and stronger. So I think for the time being, I just want to make sure I've got enough defense to survive all of his waves. Because the design with this enemy is he starts doing like moves which make him progressively stronger, and then he just starts attacking. So yeah, he sort of becomes problematic if you don't kill him quick enough. So I'm just going to focus on getting him down. This will actually be more efficient, I think. Right. Also, I did get, I can't remember exactly, it was maybe sort of £10-15 from Unity. I got a bunch of sound effects that were perfect, that are apparently literally for card games, right? And I was listening to them, and they are really good. But I don't know. I'm not gonna start the whole sound thing, because I suppose if we actually look at it, right, with our game, the big things that we have left to do are getting sound effects, getting music, and essentially dealing with, like, essentially creating just more content in general. So, like, we've got we need just more enemies, so that, like, and then the different years, so the difficulty, like, progresses. Right. Anyway, let's go. It's all about survival right now. So, I think I can kill him before he starts damaging me, but we'll see. Trying to get rid of some rubbish at the same time. I might have run myself into trouble if I need to use a big heavy thing like this. Oh god, okay. This number's getting higher and higher. Oh, that might be good. I think we just do that. So this spends all my mana, and I'll get a bunch of rangers. I think we survive. I think we survive, yeah, because we've got 45 rangers, and he's only got 33 life. So, but at what cost? Oh my word! How much rubbish have I got? Okay, right. But no, I want that. That's the thing. I do want that as a sort of discipline to, you know, when you're playing. Right. Let's go. That's what to try. Oh yes, right. So this is where the problem lies. We still can't get through there. So if I actually just go back to title. We're just, yeah, that's now the only problem is now that I've done that, I don't know if I've got it's going to be quite a tricky thing to deal with. So if I press resume here, we're still essentially at the same problem. Oh no, it has actually bypassed that problem, I believe. So we could restore, yeah. Oh yes, of course, that needs updating as well. Okay, no, fair enough. We so I'm going to actually just add things to the list of things that I need to fix. So here we go. So plus restore life tile needs fixing. Restore life tile on map needs fixing, and the other problem that we had was the some bridges on the map didn't connect properly. Oh yeah, right, awesome. So I'm kind of just sort of putting everything up. We'll do one more fight and then I might, yeah, and then I'll see sort of how I feel. See if I can actually solve any of these. Right, straight off the bat, let's go. Okay, let's get these defense. Oh, I keep. Right, I should be playing this one first. I'm not. Every single time I'm like, oh no, I want to. Well, this one is always happening. Right, okay. Anyway, I may as well play that. Let's go get that and that. Because I have a feeling like I don't know if I'm going to be doing enough damage to actually take him down. So let's go get Boy Royston, let's get defenders. Because my general technique is to rely on the Rangers just slowly killing him and just making sure we can bolster up our defence. Right, okay. Good solid hand here. Let's get rid of one of those. And I think we actually continue to make defenders so that we can activate him. Oh yes, okay, right, here we go. Right, let me chuck this on pause 1 sec. I'll turn... Right, oh, it's just straight up here. Okay, sorry. Oh, wow, okay. Oh, nice! Ah, okay, so if you've just joined us, this is Megabat. This is Grumbler Pug's for like attempt at a boss. Oh man, okay. Oh. Okay, absolutely awesome. Love it. Right. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just that's really cool. That is a perfect boss. So these are the berries that give you the like essentially kind of like the dash from Celeste, where you can kind of not quite, but yeah. Oh, wow. Right. Okay. Yeah, that's absolutely awesome. You could have that. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's probably it's probably dangerous territory. Yeah. Oh, I see. So that's your kind of way of hitting. Yeah. No, I see what you're saying. Yeah, looks absolutely awesome. Yeah, can't wait to actually. When's that boss going to be made? And also, it's going to seem like an odd question. Is that what the boss is going to look like, or are you going to have a different sprite for that? Right. Right. There we Okay, good. I was trying to be polite there because I was thinking the actual physical boss itself, it just looks like a grey circle. But the actual, yeah, you've got that like, yeah. But that's actually really, really cool. I like that. Sinister Sacrifice. Oh, we can actually do all the cards. Here we go. Okay. I think we can win this. We go metal camp and some snipers. Okay. Then he gets... Oh, he's actually boosting his attack up even more. So if he actually does... Now he's attacking 469. Okay, we've got enough defense. It's all about... I think... Oh no, I don't know if this is enough actually. I can't afford to get rid of any of this trash. I need to... I'll survive this wave. Yeah. And I mean, one thing which I'm quite happy is that I've been on 69 followers for a while, but in a way, there's something quite cathartic. Just being like, that's the best number of followers, you know. It's like the next best would be 6,969 followers. So I'm hoping like an armada of like 6,900 people will come in and be like, yeah, let's follow, this guy's great, right? And then I'll just be like, okay, we're at 69, now stop. Right, okay. That should be enough to kill. So I think we're fine. Right, cool. So that's kind of what we're looking at, but I probably won't deal with that this time. Right, yeah, but one thing that I'm quite happy with is, like, apart from these gates here, so let's just, oh yeah, so I can sort of zoom out, have a better look at it. So yeah, so the thing that I've got to work on, and I don't think it's going to be anything too tricky, but is the fact that these bridges don't connect and these bridges don't connect. I thought I'd sorted code which just deals with it regardless. I think the problem it has is that this particular segment here, like it puts a bridge on and then this kind of, when it's checking for it, it sees that it's a bridge, so it changes it to something else or something like that. So yeah, right. So the the plan is to complete the boss, rework levels before it to adjust difficulty curve levels. Yeah, okay, sounds good. Create music, then trailer, and yes. Okay, yes, sounds awesome. Maybe in 3 months I'm going to be. That's like, it is always better. I think it's safest to say like, how long is it going to take? Think of a time that's slightly longer, right? Some people be like, oh no, early, because that way it keeps you pressured. No, just get it, like, take it easy. You know, take as long as you feel it'll like need. And bear in mind, as a sort of like, I have just spent probably 13 hours doing a task that I thought was going to take 5 hours, right? And I genuinely thought I could do it in 5 hours, but like it was 13 productive hours. To get all the work done, and it's not as though I took ages, right? It's not as though like I dawdled. Obviously, I was streaming, so I couldn't, but like I feel I did it quite efficiently, and it took like a lot longer. So quite often when it comes to game development, everything that you think is going to take a certain period of time is actually going to take longer. But yeah, right. Anyway, I think I'm going to probably call this stream here. Just because I'm pretty exhausted, and I've got 2 long days tomorrow to work. to go to work. Having game done in October, but with the additional ones, yeah, absolutely. And kind of like, so this game here, it's kind of weird to think because it doesn't feel like it, but I've actually been working on this for a year like a year and 3 months or something now. It's like a year and a quarter. And I didn't, to be honest, I wasn't sure how long it was going to take. I thought I'm going to actually start putting it together, and then I can kind of get a rough idea. But I'm not in a super immediate rush. I want to make sure it's all ready before it goes out. Right. Let me edit script. Oh yeah, that's what Greg is for, isn't it? Yeah. I just wanted to just see the sort of balance of cards. That's why I put in Greg. Right. Anyway, that's going to be me for today. I'll have a look, see who I can raid, and I'll see you guys later.
Hey Zach, how's it going? Thanks for the raid. How are you doing? Hope your stream's gone well. Were you working on Rumpletown? It is Rumpletown, isn't it? Let's just do a shout out. Thanks for the follow as well, Grumble of Pugs. Hope you're all good. Just finished off a mission task that you thought would take 5 hours, but ended up taking 13. Oh my god. Nice.